So yeah, after some interesting, let me push some things. Push some things to you.
Ooh.
Pushing all the
That doesn't
things.
look like a shit cart.
Well, I don't know if it's your cart. I mean, a caravan this size is almost like a moving small town or city.
Bring
However
out
many
your
Outhouse.
dead!
people, yeah.
Haven't you seen Banner
Oh,
Saga? Played
Oh,
Banner
I
Saga?
haven't. I haven't. I
Oh, it's
have
a
it, but
great
I haven't
game.
played it. I should play it.
Just
Do
like
you
I
that.
think
have
I've
it or
got.
you haven't?
I do have it. I've got 1 and
Bring
2,
out your dead!
Have not?
but I have not played it.
It's good.
I'm that
But
guy.
he's have going to.
One day, one day I'm gonna play all the games and watch all the things that I have. All right.
I haven't.
So, yeah, about that. This map.
Oh yeah, another one. Throw this up in
So
my
all
face.
these up here. So when you guys were right about,
That's when all the bad happened.
a lot of things happened. Investigations occurred, incidents on the road happened. A dilapidated, mostly broken wagon might have rolled a natural 20 and done the new craze in the city, which is plowing through people and pedestrians in your vehicle as they
Ran our
charged
goddamn dog over.
off towards the Baldur's Gate city proper and away from this outer city sort of series of shanty towns and farms that you were making your way along. And after said incident, using some creative tools that have been in your inventory for some time now, you managed to kind of disappear from the scene of the crime. It was a stop and run, I guess. I don't know. It's the opposite of a hit.
Yeah,
It was like get hit.
We stopped them.
Get hit and run. It was like a
Yeah.
get hit and run. And yeah, you found an easily pushover type farmhand who allowed you to
forgot about him.
hang out in their this
barn?
this barn at a farm he happened to work on, and you kind of rode out the incident there until nightfall, and spent most of the night, I think, kind of slow rolling your way over to the opposite side of town on the outskirts there, which is where you anticipate the caravan to be leaving from. And it was there that you found Akin Celeban, one of the persons that Anthar Froom told you was a friend of the Order and would help outfit you or find you work within a caravan. I believe the outcome was, considering the incident and your anonymity being completely out the window at this stage, you opted more for kind of building and designing your own wagon to ride along within the caravan. And the caravan itself on this trip north is scheduled as indicated. Let me just push this map again and pull back out a bit. If we look at Daggerford to the north.
Map of the Sword Coast.
Yes, map of the Sword Coast here. Yeah, you're anticipating about 40 days of road travel with these people. I mean, you'll essentially be a small town or city on wheels moving together. Again, it's kind of a hard concept for me to describe, and maybe one that's hard for you to understand, but like...
Loot train.
It's basically a massive loot train, right? And the reason that these things go out in shifts is because of the dangers of the road and protection in numbers, essentially. So this is a not uncommon thing, but not one that is considered to be taken lightly in terms of danger and complications that can arise. And so it's at this stage that we, let's say, have a few days left before this caravan is scheduled to depart on the northern road from Baldur's Gate and start making its way towards Daggerford. And Akin Celeban basically implied that, considering his business and his connections within the city, he can build and supply and help you design whatever theme wagon you want. So it's kind of like a build your own themed wagon scenario here. So you all can kind of take a little time to come to some consensus on that. There was talk of a ballista, talk of manure, talk of leprosy, The options are limited mostly only to your creativity and perhaps a few dice rolls. But that's the scenario we're looking at. And once things get going, it's safe to say that this is really one of your last times being near a very large city or marketplace for quite a while ahead of you. Now, who knows what some of the other wagons are carrying and willing to sell or trade. You know, you're 9, you're probably very familiar that there's always someone whose main goal is to, like, just fucking sell food and booze to other people on the road here, like, and make money off of the other people in the caravan. Again, very much a fucking moving city in some respects. So, that's where we are right now. You've got a few days. Time can move as fast or slowly in terms of our narrative as you deem necessary. But that's what we have in store for tonight. And the ball's in your court.
And action.
Yeah.
Grog comes running up to the
And
group.
go.
He's got a map outstretched. He's like, guys, what's this word right here? And he keeps furiously pointing towards the word troll. Like, how come this word's all over the map in the direction we're going?
Is it?
Right here.
No.
This one.
Yeah, no. Well, it looks like there's a forest full of trolls.
Oh, what do we know about trolls?
I noticed that they live under the bridges. From all the tales I've heard.
That's
and
fairy
they're-
tales.
They're pretty big, from what I remember.
I don't know much. Maybe.
I wonder
I
if
have a
I
12.
can recall anything about trolls from my history.
Yeah, I don't know.
Grog keeps poking at the map and his finger slips through.
9 also
hey,
searches
hey.
his history.
Is that a nature thing or a history thing? If you're trying to identify a creature, remember things about it.
Graz's finger just like decimates the troll forest.
I kind of feel
No
like
more trolls.
for me, it's probably, it could be nature or history, really. You know, like depending on the person. I'd say
9 it
using
would be
your
history.
stronger ability is fair.
They're the same for me, so
Yeah. You know, so whatever angle you're leaning on, whether it's
Doing that.
some book learning or some recalled lore. Krennic is discussing some of his thoughts and notes on the subject matter, and while everyone else kind of appears to be talking primarily out of their asses, Krennic, you have a little bit of insight from stuff that you overheard in your time at, would you call it a monastery, I guess, of some sorts? Yeah. So trolls, none of you have ever actually encountered a troll, but they are quite savage, to say the least. And the one sticking point for you, Krennic, that you kind of hone in on is their regeneration ability. Krennic, the character, is aware that basically they just have this innate regeneration that makes them seem like these unkillable monsters and things to avoid at all costs.
Yeah. No, we should stay away from that forest.
Do you think it has something to do with this thing here, the files of the Diad? I keep pointing more towards this line that goes across
What's
the
it say?
river.
What does it
No,
say? 9 trying to read that. Because he couldn't understand a word he said.
it says the fields of the dead.
He's pointing at it.
Files of the
Yes.
right here. It's
Oh,
got the
gotcha,
skull
gotcha.
on it. Right, the picture of the skull is right there.
Well, the great thing for you, the lucky thing
different.
rather, is you've got a cleric with you.
Yeah. What will that do for us? You say that as if it's self-evident that it's a good thing.
I thought you were learned. Okay.
I know about dragons and monks
Well, I know
and
about
monkeying
fields.
shit up.
Fields
I know-
are the opposite of a mountain. They're flat, and dead people stay in the mountain, in the flat fields. It'll be easy.
My history lesson is punching trees at 3 a.m.
Alright, So we'll just go over the fields of the dead. It'll be a smooth traveling straight over the field, and then we'll avoid all of the trolls. And then we'll be good.
Yeah, we're traveling in a huge caravan. I'm sure they have guards that will keep us safe.
Probably.
As we're moving, do we see any? I'm assuming we're walking and talking, or
We
we're-
haven't-
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Don't walk and talk.
as of now, I believe it was only. Well, so let's say for the sake of argument, we are back near this sort of market square
Oh, yeah,
that was kind of near Akeen's workshop, where a lot of like wagons were being built. A lot of these tents and things out here are just sort of. It's almost like, if you've ever been to like a massive music concert where there's just like lines of cars going in and people camping for like a weekend thing. Like people's shit is just all about guards are standing about protecting these things. Many people are slowly transitioning and trying to load up their wagons. Again, this idea that most of the commerce and business in Baldur's Gate, because of the banned, like no animals or wagon traffic is allowed in the city. So things are generally offloaded and need to be reloaded onto wagons on the opposite side of the city. So a lot of that is very evident here in like what looks like people's fucking hoarder garages just unloaded in various spots on the ground. And so there's like different patches of this shit everywhere, in various stages of sort of packing into the wagons and things like that.
gypsies.
Yeah, essentially. It's basically what it looks like, yeah.
I hate such
And
gypsies.
some are more loose and random than others. Some look like more like armed guards who are like this is like fucking like the equivalent of like guys in suits and just like fucking Humvees. Like some of them have that line, and the rest, all the way to the other opposite end of the spectrum, it looks like almost like hobos. So it's quite a crowd building up around here for this caravan expedition.
Is there a particular style of cart that we want? I was just thinking like a covered cart, a ballista in the middle. Sounds fantastic. I love it. Is there? I think we want something that doesn't draw attention to us. So,
Maybe something stink.
Well, what if we had some kind of like we were potent, like potions or something.
Potables on
And-
wheels.
And if anybody got too near, those of you who are good at the illusionary kind of magics could just like, smoke, yellow, green smoke coming out of the, I don't know. Other ideas?
It's very risky. I don't like having a cart in which people want to approach us.
No. I'm potent potables. I don't think
Something
anybody
like-
would want to be near us.
People would want some potent potables. That sounds like a desirable thing. I don't know. Would you
Maybe-
not want potent potables?
Kunnik might be onto something. 'Cause these people here are
How
definitely the type
potent
that would.
are the potables in this wagon I keep hearing you
They're
talking
not
about?
potent. Go away!
These
Oh.
people here,
Are you not open for business yet?
Oric, the gypsies would love the potent potables. We need to name it something else. Gypsies love them.
A few interested parties are kind of like shirking away from your.
Fuck off!
Maybe not that. I suppose a meat cart is out of option.
Well, everyone loves meat.
I love meat.
Look,
What's,
we could make a cooking cart, but then everyone would be coming to us every night. We're going to be caught.
That's the design that Org is just kind of sketching.
Just
roughly.
describing, yeah.
It's so nice looking. People don't want to go touch it.
Oh, look how big it is. Look at the little person.
Or wait,
Yeah,
wait,
you got
where
like
the
you
front-
got like a dinghy off the back, like
Yeah.
a
Oh, wow.
fucking side wagon. That's
Wait,
where
are we the-
Gra
wait, wait, wait.
sleeps.
We're not the one with the awnings. We're the one in the front of it with the hay and the shit on it, right?
Oh, I'm gonna make the big one.
Okay, well, okay. Could we get a sense of all the other carts? Like, does this look like something that would completely
Stand
blend in?
out.
Or stand out.
No,
Like,
like,
we wanna blend in.
genuinely, there's people again who look like fucking just hobo fucking hay wagons with a mule, to guys who have armed guards, numerous wagons tethered together in
Okay.
formation, like fucking
Oh,
Secret
like Mad Max
Service.
style.
Everything.
Yeah,
everywhere in
like
between.
literally everything in between. So,
Okay.
like, this is a very diverse group.
Okay. So
Right,
it's kind of like Burning Man or something.
Yeah, no, truly, yeah.
Okay.
Pan
the wrong
over to
idea.
Gra.
Continue discussions while I get some water, please.
Pan over to Gra, and he's in a thinker's pose.
I
And he
have an
snaps
idea.
out of it. How about a sulfur wagon? Full
We
of
could be
sulfur.
called the Contagious Containment
Oh,
Wagon.
going with the leprosy.
Yeah, the contagion. We could take the contagion with
Oh
us.
my God.
I think
It's-
something explosive or something contagious is
Like
definitely the way
Some
to go.
secret group
or-
of silent monks.
We could have, Graw, the wild animal. He just stays inside.
But people would
No,
want to
and,
see
like,
that.
rattle-
Wouldn't you want to see a wild animal?
I suppose so.
I'm not from the wild, I'm from the mountains.
I'm very bad at this.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't have a business. We should just be like travelers who keep to ourselves, and we don't have a shop front, and we just want to be left alone. Don't look like we're inviting people to come over.
It's clear that
Okay.
not everything here is a business. These are some
Mhm.
people are just travelers
Traveling.
who work.
Yeah.
Some people are just merchants or mercenaries or guards.
We shouldn't have a food truck, is what I'm saying.
No.
Unless a food truck would not be good.
Although we'd be really good at it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Your ideas,
Undoubtedly.
Oric, have been lovely. In fact, they seem like a great thing we could do on a weekend sometime. But not
Weekend
for now.
project.
Yeah.
Do you remember if Akin Celebon is supplying us with all of the food that we're
No.
gonna need on the? Oh no.
Akeen is like
Oh.
your hookup, your fixer, if you will. But no, he is not paying for any of this.
I forgot about a keen Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Wait,
Cinnabon.
I thought that he owed Anthar like 10,000 gold.
19,000.
He did, yeah. He does. And that's why he's helping you. Did he agree to give you anything? That
Yeah.
he maybe forgot about?
10,000 gold.
No. No, that was definitely not on the table.
You're 19.
No, he distinctly stated that Anthar has been claiming repayment on that debt for some time now in the style of interesting trades and favors, such as helping people like you in what are unsavory situations for him.
Well, that's why I was asking if he's helping us, if he's helping supply some of the things apart from just a cart.
Let's say he's supplying the bare naked vanilla cart and can help
Okay.
you outfit it in any way that you want in terms of hookups and supplies, but he is definitely not paying out of pocket for all that stuff.
Is he providing like not just the cart but animals that move the cart?
Sure. Well,
Okay.
yeah, we'll go so far as like saying that Anthar and him have agreed to get you that. You've got the horsepower and the cart.
And
Bare bones. This is a bare bones rig that you need to build yourself if you want to add any components to it.
What if we get hired to move something heavy or big?
Now,
Oh,
another option that was originally discussed was as your story unfolded with him, was him being able to also give great referrals on your behalf to hire on as guards or drivers or things for other people's
Yeah.
caravans. But he got the impression from your story and your encounters in the city or near the city thus far that was maybe not the best option. You could still pursue it, but he didn't feel great about
Wait,
it.
let's get double paid for this. Let's go get a bunch of people to hire us to carry shit for them to the next town over, so we'll get gold, and we can spend that gold getting our shit that we need for the journey.
Well, two things. The first thing is we should see how much gold we all have together and how much it's going to cost to outfit this thing. And then the second thing is, did he, Oric specifically asked about a hat of disguise, if he knew, or if he knew where one was, or if he would be providing one as
You're
part
in
of
Baldur's
his...
Gate with a guy who fixes and is like the main monopolizer for most of the commercial traffic that leaves the city and comes in from north of the city. So if you want something, this guy damn well sure probably knows who or how to find it within the city. Now, the other thing he did promise to give you are two basically writs of passage under the guise of merchants that two of you could have written out in some name, whatever names you wanted, that would allow two of you to travel freely in and out of the city without cost or prohibition, let's say, from any of the more elite guards that tend to work in this fancier part of the city, in the upper city here.
That's
So,
interesting.
with the information, with the writs of passage, again, time will move as fast or as slow as you all need it to, but the world's kind of your oyster right now, save for the fact that your presence here is very likely known by any cultists and their people who might be here. That's a pretty safe assumption that all of your characters, or at least most of your characters, I'm not looking at Gra right now, would know.
Like they know our exact location, or they just know that we
No,
are
no, no.
present?
But I mean, like, you know, the Rezmir and his main guards left the scene, and
Yeah.
So
you're not the most unrecognizable group.
So I think it's important that we get some kind of disguise for Graw. Perhaps like Nine and Krennic and myself, we could probably come up with some nifty ways to disguise ourselves. But Graw, there's nothing that... I mean, there's literally nothing we can do to hide your very strong silhouette.
We should also get some supplies before we
Yeah.
head out.
So I have 60 gold pieces. That's all the
Don't
gold
we?
in my name.
I have plenty. I think I have all of ours.
No, you don't. You have mine. You don't have mine. I've got
I'm
everything.
pretty sure I have some of yours. And
I
not
can't
because
count
I've
very
been
high, but here's what I've got, and then Gra spills out 81 gold.
I can't. I'm not going to spill out the money I have in my pockets here. That is dangerous.
Oh, you got
There's
a
like
lot.
probably I see hobos like eyeing us as the money hits the ground.
I mean, I'm not like actually pulling my gold. I'm telling you how much.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But Gra did.
Yeah, I spill it out onto the ground. It's way more than 5.
Let's maybe not do that.
I have,
and, or
I
start
have-
like sweeping into it.
I whisper into Orc his ear. I say, I think I don't know where my money ends and where everybody else's begins, but I have over 600 gold in my pockets right now.
Wow.
Whoa.
How the
Really?
hell? You could look. I did not make this happen.
You say
I
up
think
to the
you
sky.
made this happen. I think you made this happen.
Look at Finny's face. He's
I
like,
don't-
The fuck?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I've only been making the adjustments as of last week, but it's always been at like 520 and stuff because Grog gave me a couple hundred. Somebody else gave me a couple hundred.
I do remember in the first few missions where there were some pretty significant payouts that, like,
Yeah.
I think Grodd didn't take some of his money, or maybe gave
Plus-
you his
Yeah,
money to go
the-
shopping in El Turil for
Mhm.
him.
Yeah,
And then I got some bargains on those
Alright.
deals. Plus, we won the pie contest, which gave me a potion and maybe money. I don't know. I don't know. And then we won the talent contest. I don't know if
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a
we
money
did.
payout. So I'm
Okay.
not claiming that this is.
I
I'm
do
not
remember
claiming
there was
this
a
is
lot of
mine.
money pulled for items that you didn't
Yeah.
find everything you were looking for in El Turil,
Mhm.
and a lot of money wasn't spent there. So
Yeah,
you know, I wasn't
I'm not
expecting you to
claiming
say
this is mine.
600 gold, but
Yes.
I buy that you have it.
Yeah, because I think we sold goods too.
You
and then
did,
we
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
evened out.
Okay.
That you traded a lot of shit. I
So
remember.
where?
Fancy card.
We are doing fine, or
Yeah,
don't worry.
yeah. No, we're in much better shape than I thought we were. Like, gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I
here.
just see like this bead of sweat just dry up instantly on
Yeah, it's
Oric's
like-
forehead.
Okay, so 9. I think your mission should be to find a hat of disguise, since you're so great at talking, or something that allows us to help disguise Graw. I will
I
What
look
if-
at
start-
him.
What if you guys disguise me as a troll?
I don't know if we
For-
want to do
for-
that. You might be
for
killed on sight.
for 40 days?
It
That
won't
would
take too much. Like, there's not gonna be a lot of people coming around a troll cart.
Well, listen, if you get a hat of disguise, you can cast disguise self whenever you want to.
Oh,
Whoa.
It's disguise self spell.
oh.
You can cast it at will. It's fantastic.
But does it? How long does it last?
At will. If
Does
you
that
take
mean that it
take
happens
the
when you
hat
want
off.
it to, or when you are willing it?
You have to take the hat off, and then you also have to attune yourself to the hat. So
I've never worn a hat before.
Wait, yeah, you did. You had a. Oh no, it was a headband.
It was like a pompadour. You ever had a hat or something?
It would look good on you, Gra.
No, you had the hat when we were disguising yourself as Resmi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was more of a helm, really, but...
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
What? Oh no, that was the hair, right? That was more just the hairstyle.
Yeah!
Okay.
I remember.
And Fiddy, what
Yeah.
kind of like supplies other than magical? Like, I mean, I don't want you, obviously I don't want you to give away what
Yeah.
we're going into, but like,
Uh-huh.
what kind of supplies do you recommend we should be asking about? Here.
I mean, yeah, and Akin, being a wealth of knowledge, will happily just, talk about all this stuff with you, so we can, in the interest of, story components that warrant a montage, this, I always imagine this section, again, like, time speeds up and slows down as needed for the purpose of keeping things interesting. So, Akin was very, forthcoming and helpful when it comes to information. He definitely comes off as someone in a very, more neutral capacity. Like, he will definitely be helping you because of his connection with Anthar, but he is by no means like when Krennic started talking about trying to warn the politicians of Baldur's Gate about evil in the city, like, this guy couldn't give a fuck.
No affiliation that way.
Yeah, so, but, in the interest of, like, what you would need, basic supplies to be able to repair the wagon,
Okay.
like a spare wheel, lots of, dry rations and things to secure food, cook food, carry water, drinks, things like that, which are all things that, we can just put a very blanket. I'm happy to say that's included with the vanilla wagon and horsepower. Like, we don't need to
Okay.
get into that shit.
That's what I
in
was
my
curious. I
opinion.
didn't know how in depth we need to be here.
Yeah, no, I'd rather focus more on the specifics of your wagon theme and then any other
Me too.
supplies you want to buy before you leave civilization.
Okay. Nine says to Oric, I'd be happy to find Sahat. And that we haven't necessarily picked our wagon out, so I'm just gonna kind of like look around and see which one looks like the fucking Toyota Corolla of wagons or the Honda Civic.
Yeah,
fancy.
the real point A to B kind of caravan guy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah.
One thing that I've been toying with in terms of ideas of like dungeon master communications is maybe more like a director telling the actors what some of their cues are, or ideas, and you all, and let's play with that a little bit. We could talk about later whether you like this style or not, but the idea is, for your main mission here from both the Order and the Harpers, you're kind of like left to your own here in a very lengthy, unknown situation, right? Like, trying to trail these guys for 40 days, follow this loot horde for whatever purpose it's attached to. And then beyond trying to like send messages or find other contacts of people who are connected to these fairly large guilds who undoubtedly have networks and agents all over, but you're again leaving civilization for a very long time and going to be trailing these people in situations where you will be very much on your own. So bear that as far as advice and sort of things that should be lingering in the back of your characters' minds. Those should be at the forefront, I would imagine.
Well, I've got some ideas for some things that we could do to protect ourselves. Like, perhaps we can set traps. I've got several of those tentacle rope things. So perhaps like we could get a bunch of them set up as whips or something, or even like traps for the road. If anybody bugs us, we could just fucking bind them. Just an idea. If
Okay.
anybody else- Well, I'm just trying to think of like defensive things, perhaps, that we should be considering.
I think like Graz is gonna be stuck in this thing for 40 days. Like I think he pretty much he can't come out. It's gonna be all the trap you need. I think like no one's getting in. It's more about like making sure that people don't get back out if they see what's happening.
Ha! No
Right.
witnesses.
Yeah.
So if you can whip something and pull it towards you, as if it were running away, that would be good, right?
Yeah. Or like the theme of our we need a deterrent for our theme.
Yeah.
I think we need
Yeah, I agree.
like
What if
something
we were like,
nobody ever wants to get close to.
what if it looked like a cart full of dangling chains
User
and
disconnected
hooks
from your
and
channel.
spikes and
Or like
scythes?
Or like, what if it was like a cart full of like holy people,
User joined your channel.
right? Like clerics.
But people like clerics. Look at
But
Oric.
like an orc. But cultists don't like, right? They're not gonna want to mess with it.
There's already a whole lot of cultists. I don't think we want to. There'd be too much camaraderie.
Like,
Perhaps-
what's the last thing a cultist would want? Like a hired cultist would want to see.
That's a great question.
Oh, let's be a stinky cheese cart.
Yeah. Stinky cheese.
Yeah.
I love cheese.
Well, hey, one thing that you could do to entertain yourself is if we buy a bunch of barrels, you could start brewing your very infamous, and then we could have barrels of your delicious beverage that we could sell at the next town, not to these people, but to the next town.
I think this is a great idea. Have you ever smelled what it smells like when it is being brewed? It is disgusting.
Yeah, it smells like fucking fish.
Critics. Does it not take 39.5 days to brew this beer?
It's going to be majestic.
Lovingly crafted and shaken on a jostling wagon for 40 days.
It takes just the right amount of jostling to
Yes.
get it brewed just right.
We should
Sloshed-
fine-tune the
sloshed
suspension.
to perfection.
Yes.
that I think that's the name of the that's like the little caption underneath it. Sloshed to perfection.
Fermented by the methane from horses' asses.
There's so many meanings there. I love it.
Yeah. Perfectly fermented on the Coastway Caravan Road.
Oh.
With notes of the dead and troll blood, and just a hint of the dragon's spear taint.
It'll liven you up.
Gra's salivating. Like
Topped off with sprinkles of the winding waterway.
So the only problem with we shouldn't advertise anything like at all. Like, no, we're not saying we're a beer
not
cart.
a business.
Yeah, no,
No.
none of that nonsense. So
We're just going to be stinky.
Stinky
I'll
cheese and wines, mobile wines.
Yep.
I'm gonna start like just drawing up plans for cart, and it's gonna be a very ordinary cart, something that feels like it would fit, but also big enough to fit fucking Graw and all of us other small creatures.
Can it be like the
Ballista?
picture that you see?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like
with-
the back cart is just a big giant fucking barrel, and the front cart's where the ballista and us sleep.
Almost like you've got this like massive vat of
Yeah, like I don't want
brew.
like a bunch of little tiny vats. I just want one giant 8 million
I
gallon
like that.
vat.
I like that. Good giant.
Just gonna
fucking
carry
tub.
it. We
Like-
don't need the cart anymore.
yeah,
Like like 2 stories tall vat of beer.
Or I wonder how much gold that's gonna cost us.
Probably
materials.
600.
Just think how much it will make us.
Well, but
I mean,
also,
like, mundane materials aren't like crazy expensive, right? And with your abilities, I would think, you know, it wouldn't be super expensive for like basic construction. You know, where things might get a little like expensive, like, you know, ballista wouldn't be super cheap.
well, but if scrap metal, because I
can
can
make that, right?
I can take scrap metal and form it. So if I can form enough pieces within a couple days, and actually I could do that along the way. That's one of my abilities.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Artisan's blessing.
Okay.
I like it. Let's just get a big fucking 2-story tall fucking keg with 4 wheels on it. And a little cart in front for us to stay.
Yeah, with a
incognito.
still is in it, and a ballista.
Yeah.
Do you want a barrel that's like that big at the back? You won't be able to like. I mean, I know you have to brew it and then you have to store it.
You need like a little small ladder to kind of get up in there, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And as long as we have that disguise self hat, Graw, you and Krennic could both do it.
Okay.
My only other thought was like, because
This only lasts 1 hour.
But it's
How
you
long is
can-
that?
you can cast it at will.
yeah, which means you can just
You can just renew it.
refresh it, yeah, pretty
Oh.
automatically. As long as you have a free mind or action, I suppose.
I love how you're like, this shit only lasts 1 hour.
It says there's a tag, and it says lasts 1 hour.
Yep.
I thought it was once a day. Never mind. This is good. This will work.
Eight on the Sword Coast. Lasts 1 hour.
Okay.
Washing
Yeah.
medium
Wait,
lukewarm water.
is this what we're driving? Is this what we're driving? Does it look like this?
That is yes. Oh,
That's
no,
what
no.
we're driving
The
right
ballista
now.
needs to be hidden. Let's
it's
drape
That's like
a
the
tarp
trailer. That's
over
like
it.
the trailer
bad.
cart, isn't it? The trailer
That's
cart.
that's a trailer cart.
Yeah, we
smaller wheels. The keg's giant.
What if the ballista, guys, what if the ballista is inside the keg and then we just have like normal sized kegs inside the cart? And then,
There's a giant keg, and there's a ballista inside.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it. It's
Careful
a
what you
red
open
herring.
it. You guys, do you understand that if we have to fire this ballista, that your beer is going to go everywhere?
No. We have tiny kegs in the.
We have
in
like
the-
tiny kegs.
Not only
in
is
the-
the
kegs
hat
everywhere.
disguising Gra, the giant keg is disguising the ballista, and there's actually mini kegs in the real
To help
wagon.
with the disguise. Yes.
I'm saying,
Let's put the mini
Disguise
kegs in
within
the
a
big keg.
disguise within a
We'll put the mini
disguise.
kegs in the big keg.
These 40
Save the
days will be so smooth.
the keg in the back is a decoy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's hiding
Yeah.
there.
No, I like it.
I like. Oh,
There's no
and then
beer
on the
inside
road,
big keg.
you can rig us up a mechanism so we can pull a lever, and like the big keg
All of the-
explodes open,
Yeah,
and
like
then
the
it
metal
exposes
ring
the
sides
downside.
fall down.
But if
Yeah.
you pull
With
the
confetti.
other lever, beer comes out of it.
yeah.
We're gonna forget which direction to pull the lever.
There's really
pull the
one
wrong
of the
one?
small kegs is inside there and actually hooked up to like a fucking
Yeah.
tap.
Yeah.
Kind of look like there's liquid in
When you
there.
But it
Pull the
runs
wrong
out after
one?
2 pours.
Yeah.
Just here.
Oh my god.
And then confetti shoots out. and
And the ballista exposes.
Yes.
And nine occasionally climbs up, or Krennic flies up to the top of the barrel to stir it, but it's really just to maintain the illusion spell of it being filled with liquid the entire
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Gotta
Okay,
keep
I
that
like it.
illusion.
I like
And to actually, instead of stirring, I'm actually loading the ballista.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we doing again?
We're gonna have a
Well,
big giant keg full of a ballista, and then we're gonna have a second cart in front that's full of beer
Yeah.
kegs.
Yes, and us.
Places
And
to
us.
sleep and
Yep.
food. And the other question
Yep.
that I have is, you guys are badly burned, and
Oh, yeah.
should we,
Fix
Like-
us?
well, I can attempt to fix you. I can't make any promises.
With those rolls,
Do you have men's fur?
But my question is should we, like, are there any exotic? I assume there's lots of exotic people in Baldur's Gate from
Oh,
various
yeah,
lands.
totally.
Are there any that particularly have like a lot of like cloth and clothing over their whole bodies, like
Yeah.
whether it's bright colors or like something that's obviously native to a land that is, you know, used to harsh conditions and
Yep.
that would be covered up?
People from and people from Chult.
So we
yeah,
could
quite a bit.
disguise our cart like that, and then you guys would be able to pass about freely without showing that you're badly scarred and burned. Or if you're sufficiently covered with whatever you have now, then that's completely irrelevant. But I don't know.
I'll do all the things. I'll get fixed and covered up. I mean, not fixed. I'm still gonna keep my cat junk, but
Also, I'm photoshopping what we're driving.
So
yes!
I mean,
Okay, good. I need a better visual.
so does their armor, like Krennic's and Nine's armor, cover up a lot of the burnt spots, or is it pretty obvious that they are burnt to a crisp?
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard for someone to notice interesting scars on them and, you know, wonder what the story was there.
All right. So in this area, while you're drawing up the plans, right, Oric?
Yeah.
So you're going to draw up some plans. I'm going to go look for this hat. Do we still want this hat for you, Gra?
Yeah, I believe the paperwork was going to be for 9 and Krennic, though that I don't know if that was set in stone. So it's up to you guys who is getting the paperwork to go into the city.
It should be 9 and Krennic.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, Keen Celeban is working on that and has been preparing that while you all confer for some time on this morning that you arrived. And you know, some time passes before he's got that stuff prepared. He heads off to talk to a few contacts and speak with a few guards. But sure enough, he comes through and presents 2 writs of passage for both of you. Now, are you using your real names? What are you doing there?
Oh, come up with good names.
Fuck. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at lying.
They call me Heath Ledger.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
Nine presents his paperwork to you with the name Heath Ledger on it. Krennic is kind of still just staring wide at
How
you.
about
Yes, I will be.
Charles Barkley?
Yes.
I will be Knight Writer.
Excellent.
This is a great name. Heath Ledger and Knight Rider, we go together so well.
Okay. And are you? What's the game plan here? Oric is drafting up plans. Gra, you are doing
Lifting things for
lifting
for
things.
Oric.
Grimlaw
Yeah.
is
Occasionally hammering a nail and hitting his fingers.
okay.
Pretty
Yeah, at one
consistently.
point, he just ends up using his like massive face covering helmet to just bash things in. And okay, let's talk Krennic and I'm sorry, Heath Ledger and Knight Writer.
Oh, you're educated.
You have your paperwork. What are you doing?
Before we leave, I want to take one last look at how our party is armed. Just really fast as we're walking away. Like, I want to see... I know, Oric, you just got a new chest guard or something, right? Like
yeah,
armor?
yeah. The armor's Oric's armor's pretty good. If people are lacking weapons, that's something that can be built on the way. If we have
Gra got something recently, right? We just bought something for you, right, Gra?
I got like
Pants?
a thing. I got a thing that makes me stabilize when I get KO'd.
So we also bought armor for you. Maybe I still have it.
No, he has the lightning resistant armor that he got off of what's his fuck?
Yeah. Squish face is the
I remember
boss.
I bought something for him.
No, you did. You bought that's the amulet that you bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, already
Yeah.
come into good use.
I think
sounds
last
of-
time
Gra and Grimlaw in the background banging away, somewhat
Yeah.
successfully, although not mostly at times as they go unsupervised.
Oh fuck.
Can be heard in the background now.
How's Grimlaw's armor?
His armor is okay. He's got a sword, but that's not armor. His armor is okay.
He likes
I
his
don't-
greatsword.
He does, but I think
Okay.
if anybody needs anything, I think we all got stuff last time except you. So 9, you should get something if you want it.
Grimlaw, yeah,
Or
Grimlaw's
look.
rocking a long sword, which can be wielded one or two-handed by him, and studded leather
Longsword.
armor at the current moment. And
Studded
a helmet
leather.
with a faceplate cover that is banging a few nails haphazardly into the side of a wagon.
Grimlaw, don't do that! You're gonna dent the helmet, you blathering idiot.
So I get our papers out, I guess. And we
Okay.
head to the gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guards kind of look over your paperwork. Heath Ledger and Knight Rider. Writer?
Right.
Writer.
Uh,
Is that a titled name? Did you serve in the Flaming Fist?
I wish. I'm just a fan.
He kind of just does that shrug like a good customs officer who couldn't give a fuck and hands your paperwork back and motions you in after, as you move through the very long line of other travelers coming into the city this fine day.
Oh, that was so close. They almost got us.
Alright, so let's assume you glean some information. Again, I'm kind of keen on going into montage mode here. What are you guys looking for? What are you doing?
So I know
What's
what
on
we're
your
looking
your
for.
fucking to-do list in the city here today?
Okay, the buy supplies, which you said may have just come with the whole package of stuff.
Yeah, basic stuff we'll say was
A
sporadic.
disguise, a hat. What was it called? See, a hat disguise.
Hat of disguise.
Hat of disguise.
Yeah.
For Gra. We're going to look for any other armors that maybe a few of us might need.
Yeah.
And what was that? There's one more other thing. Do you remember what it was, Kunik?
I don't. What was it?
You reach back into your mind. It's like supplies for eating and making beer.
Oh, I
it's
thought that
beer
was.
supplies.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was a given. I thought the basics were given. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought they were.
But the beer may not have been
Well,
a basic, so just
no,
to be safe.
definitely not.
So let's make sure that we
yeah,
say
we're
beer
definitely
supplies.
we're gonna rig up a still, that will work within the giant keg that's maybe somehow worked into the giant ballista.
Yeah. And also, let's just say we conversed. Oric, did you need
Yeah.
anything for the ballista supply-wise?
I would say I don't remember. I think we have like 50 gold worth of metal, but
Do we
if
need
you-
bolts?
Yeah, we already have that.
Yeah, I think we already have that. But
Yeah.
if you want a really high quality thing, I can like get a lot of metal.
Okay.
And maybe I could probably find some. So I'll search around for some. to put in
Before we
Okay.
left, I gave you a sending stone.
there. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So,
Cool.
so
Alright.
Krennic, you have one, and Orc has the other.
Actually, 9 has
Nine
one.
has one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
now
okay.
Yeah.
Orc has the other.
Cool.
And I know not to use it when I'm not supposed to.
Yes, you've now learned.
Don't talk to
that
strangers.
it's got a once a day use,
Yeah.
basically for
Nick
a
reminded
message
me
one
of
way, a
this.
message back.
This is gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's first on the
Let's,
the
where is the finest?
itinerary?
Oh, the armory. Let me look at the other map now. The Baldur's Gate that tells us what's what here. Ooh, okay.
I would rather not have to talk to like RP a shopkeep interaction about just getting beer and basic supplies.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to do that. No, we
Okay.
definitely don't need to do that. Yeah, no, this is literally like, again, with the Keen's
Yeah.
information and the size of the city, you can genuinely go and find pretty much anything with almost no chance of failure.
Look, we're gonna go to. Let's say we go to the little Kalimashan for the marketplace. I hear it is out of this world. It's C
Oh yes.
on the
I
map.
also want to pick up a potion of healing.
Oh,
Okay,
we're gonna get a lot of those.
Yeah, we should
you
go
could
for
certainly
those.
go to Little Kalimshan,
Well, hold on,
but
I don't
that
see C
is
yet.
crazy far.
Okay, yeah.
And
I just
back,
realized where
back
everything
towards
is.
Outer City. So you are in like where this non-dark
Yeah.
area
Never
is.
mind.
You are in Upper City.
Yeah.
Which is definitely the more prominent
Fuck
part
that
of the
noise.
city. So you should be able to find most anything in this area with the least amount of travel time.
There was something about the 3 old kegs. Did I just write it down because I like the name? I can't remember.
3 old kegs. Is that a
It's
a
this
stop?
place right next to us at E.
E. Oh yeah, the 3 old kegs. Yeah, we said we were going to come here when we first came to this town.
Oh.
Well,
what
here
do
you
know?
are.
We are here.
Oh, yes. Let's
Maybe
get
we
our
can
brewing
tell this-
supplies here. Yes.
Oh yes, good idea. Well, we can see what else we can get.
Grow. I wonder how well their expedition into the city is going. You
We immediately go in there and I buy a round for the 2 of us.
Oh, they're probably being responsible.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, you buy a round. Let's say for the sake of argument that this place has not only got a wide variety of craft brews, but they also have quite the shop of supplies for those looking to start their own home brewing adventures, if you will.
Okay, let's get all the supplies for that. Did you say you wanted dead fish urine? Is that what I heard? Does they have a fresh batch over here?
I think we can just get some along the way.
We'll,
Some dead fish.
we'll extract it ourselves. I get ya. 9 gives Critic the worst wink ever.
Oh, like your fur's still fucked up. And
Yeah, it still looks like Mr. Bigglesworth.
Excellent.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so-
if you're looking for enough supplies to truly brew a large
Yeah.
amount of stuff, let's just say it's about 10 gold.
Cool. All right, I'll pay that.
All of that.
Oh wow, thank you.
We have plenty to go around. We got this.
Okay.
Cool. And then I asked the shopkeeper where he would recommend for us to buy clothing like hats or armors.
Yeah,
Magic hats.
Magic hats.
He
Yes.
tells you a
Hats.
few shops. As your description goes more away from the mundane and more into the arcane, he says things around the big red tower. There's a number of sort of shops that sell things that are a bit more magical in nature around that tower, and he points you in that direction.
Oh, that's so close. Look, you
Yeah.
can see it over the buildings there.
This is great.
Bees.
Yes.
Wow.
All right,
Cool,
let's head
okay.
there.
All right. What are you looking for?
Okay.
The hat of disguise.
Oh my god.
But like on its side.
This is.
It's
Uh,
just rolling.
roll a percentage die for me.
9, you do it. I couldn't bear to fail.
You're about to get bad.
You got a
Alright, here we go.
90% chance, my friend.
Ot 7.
Suck that.
Ot
Suck
7.
on that.
That's not good.
Wait, that's not?
Wait.
No, I
you
was
wanna
1 out of
roll- you wanna
100.
Roll higher, yeah.
that's it. That's the one.
Wait, is that a D10 or a D100?
That looks like a.
Must have been a
It was,
D10.
it was Ot
I only
7.
rolled one die, right?
No, I rolled. I mean,
I don't know. Let me
Oh,
see.
what are you guys rolling for?
Be honest here.
Let me see. I wasn't paying attention. I think I see one on the. But I thought I rolled percentage.
you rolled 2. It was an
Oh, I
Ot
did
7.
roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, the first shop doesn't have it, but there are several other shops. Is there anything else you're looking
Oh.
for while you're at this first shop?
Let me look
healing
around.
potions.
Yes,
Oh,
here
yeah.
we go.
Okay. Krennic, you see a few of the things you were interested in here, and they certainly have healing potions as well.
Okay.
And you can tell from the way this shopkeep is talking to some of the other patrons that he's very into trades or just straight up cold hard gold and silver.
Okay. I want to ask him about this headband of intellect. See if he has one. Hey, would you have this?
He
Thinking
does.
about Gra.
The crown of thoughts.
He does have one of those. He'd
how
be
much?
willing to let it go for the low
User disconnected
price.
from your channel.
I mean, he's looking.
400 gold.
He's moving a few things around on his abacus.
Wow, abacus.
Is he going fast or slow?
560 gold, friend, and
Oh.
it is yours.
That is so much.
How much money is that?
It's such a
560 gold.
sexy headband, though, and he's
It is.
What
kind
does
of,
it do?
he's kind of
for you?
draping it
Beautiful.
over his own head and modeling it for you.
Oh my god, he is wearing it.
Oh.
I
See-
look at,
see
I
if
look
he's-
at
Look at the
it,
fine jewels
and then I look at Krennic's head, and I say, "You wouldn't wear that. That would looks terrible on you."
See if he knows how to use an
Goes
abacus.
so well with the white feathers. He's kind of
No.
like draping it over. You're not interested?
That's true. I am very interested. I just do not have.
Well, talk
that.
to me,
how
friend.
much-
Maybe we
Kind
can
of.
make it to trade
Alright.
of sorts.
I step in and I pull out like I really inspect it with my naked eye because I I'm burned
Yeah.
to the
Are you like kind of like like a
inspecting the hell of it.
yeah, like
The gem.
like a gem inspector looking
Yeah,
for
seeing how it refracts
Clue-
if the
look at
gems
the
are
thingy.
legit.
and clean and
Yeah.
clear.
Hang
I'm
on.
checking it and I go, yes, this is quite nice, but what was you asking? 300 did you say? Or 200?
560 gold a quart.
560.
Fantastic price.
Wait, do you
Oh
know
my
how to
goodness.
use that abacus? I think.
Are you trying to make a sale today? Or are you trying to scare your customers away? That's pricey talk.
Make a
That is,
persuasion check, 9.
Okay,
Very abrasive there.
I know.
True to my word, out of character, I did add birthday inspirations to both Gron and
I see that. I got a big star.
Yeah, the stars were in your alignment at some point in recent history. So let's see. He's like, well, yeah, market price. That's market price, but again, interesting trade. So the price isn't set in stone, but these stones are set into the headband quite beautifully.
Oh,
Very well said. Very well said.
That is so expensive. I have but 50 gold on
Okay.
me. I
50
I think
gold.
I will pass for now. I will wait until.
Are you sure you're in the right part of the city, friend? He kind of chortles to himself a little bit.
It's a little steep for me. What we could do is, hold off on that. But do you have any health potions?
Of course.
cut
All
to health
kinds
potions.
of potions. Almost any kind of potion.
Well,
I
what
don't.
can I
I
get
don't
for
like
50
this
gold?
guy, Krennic.
Oh
How-
yeah, no,
wha-
he's awful. Yes, you're
what
right.
is-
Never mind. Let's go
awful.
somewhere else.
What is the price of your health
You
potion?
walk
Does
into
it
my
4
shop
times
with
market
all of
price?
these beautiful items and tell me I'm awful?
Oh, I did not
Oh, well,
say any such thing to you.
No, I did, but it's bygones. Look, I have 50
You two
gold.
with your scarred faces and your interesting
Hey!
attire.
Oh,
like,
This
I don't
asshole.
know if you just
Oh.
walked in off of some
All right,
cruise
I'm
ship from
leaving.
the jungles of
I'm leaving. I leave.
Good luck selling your
Good
garbage,
day.
fat man.
Good
Racist
day.
asshole.
Go back to the jungle.
Birds.
Oh shit!
I'm not even from the jungle.
Well, you smell like you are.
That's the Brudont's way.
What a racist.
A
Wait
very
out the street.
large man with his arms crossed kind of just like follows you to the door.
Yeah,
Let's go to the next
Hey,
door.
hey, hands.
way less
I'm
stupid.
walking out. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. Okay. Well, good news is you're in the Magic District, and there's about 5 other shops here.
All right.
Let's go to the
Sorry,
next one.
Chris.
It looks
Sorry,
fin-
Nine. I did not mean to get us kicked out.
Are you
I
kidding me?
just-
I'm just as guilty as you are. That guy was an asshole.
All right.
Ah,
On to the next one, I suppose.
Yes, I think we will
I-
have much better luck in here. This looks much more homely,
Actually,
if you will.
and here, let me give this to you, and I hand you my 50 gold, and I say, I think you're much better at this kind of thing than I am.
You walk into the next shop and see a very, very old human woman with very dark olive skin, but this very huge smile on her face. Welcome to my shop of trinkets and oddities.
He removes an apple pie from
I generally
the oven.
wasn't trying to roleplay shopkeeping, but it's kind of happening, so
Sorry.
I don't know.
No, it's cool.
Well, what can I help you with?
Yes, miss. We are looking for. Oh, and I changed my accent midway because I just remembered I didn't want to speak in my native
yeah.
accent. While
Oh, right. I'm not writer.
Excuse me.
To find characters as interesting as the wares of my shop. Where, pray tell, are you two from? What are your names?
This is Mr. Ryder, and I'm Mr. Ledger. I come from out of town.
So pleased to meet you. What can I help you with? My name is Nair.
Well, no. I look around. Can I get just a sense of how good these wares are, or maybe how old or new they might be?
Yo, this place is dusty as fuck, but the shit in here is just pulsating with all kinds of interesting magic.
Smells like old people.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't jack up her prices. I mean, maybe
Yes,
we
this
get
is-
a
that's-
decent
that's
deal.
We're looking for the that lovely hat of disguise. Do you have one of those?
Oh, roll a percentage die, my friend, and I will take a look.
Oh my god.
She's piercing blue eyes. It just.
We haven't used percentage die. Oh my god.
Jesus, man, they're so close.
This hat owner, disguisement. Are you putting on an interesting play? I have such a thing. Let me go find it. One of these brilliant playwrights would use it. He didn't trust any of his actors. He played every part and would just, at the change of a moment, would personify a new role. It's quite an object, and I have the original here. And she brings out this hat like behind a plate of glass, like something at like the fucking Hard Rock Museum. It's like some kind of artifact. She says, now how much did this go for again? She's trying to remember, just tracing her fingers on the glass. It's been here for some time. Oh.
Does that one see
800 gold.
150 gold ones?
150 gold. Are you leaning into that statement?
A little bit. Yeah, I did it. You know, I don't know. I can't tell if it's really the one or not.
Okay. Roll. Give me that persuasion check.
I don't know how much they normally go for, but let's try this. Oh god.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
50
Okay.
gold.
That's
You
a great
know,
persuasion.
that's not exactly what I had in mind. How's about 250 gold? Seems fair.
And it is the hat of disguise, right, Miss?
Absolutely.
May we try it out in store before we buy? Try before you buy, if you will.
You two seem very kind. Just give me a moment. I don't want to damage the frame. And she turns it over and starts kind of like undoing some of the framing. And a few moments later, she presents you a hat.
Okay.
You can still feel the tingles of magic from all of those plays he put on. And she presents it to you.
Okay. I put on my head and
you taking it?
try to disguise because I'm good with disguise stuff, so I want to see if it happens quickly.
Oh yeah, you put. What are you thinking when you?
Oh, I'm thinking of turning into Krennic.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, test him. See if he does the things you do.
Yeah. We'll get into a mirror.
The old woman mumbles.
Mumbling to herself. What a crazy old woman.
It 100% works.
Whoa!
Okay.
It's me!
I take it off.
You know,
This
like
is
the
lovely.
proportions are pretty accurate. The height difference is slight and maybe a bit different, but for the most part, yeah, like clothing and all, you look just like Krennic. She's
I say to her-
bravo!
I say to her, Miss, this is a lovely item.
Are you
But-
putting on some sort of play where you're like a reflection of yourself, and he's having some weird introspective moment, but you're acting it out while he just sits there with this beautiful lighting? And is it going
This
to
is
be the next
inspiring.
play in the market next week? I heard they were putting on a new performance.
It's a sex fantasy.
Oh.
One of my books. It was fantastic. Oh.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, but all bullshit aside, it's definitely fucking Hat of Disguise.
Okay. I say that, ma'am. This hat is
Luke.
great. It
Well,
works so well.
250 gold.
Ma'am, I would love to pay you 250 gold, but that is too steep for us.
Oh.
Could you do with 200? And let me sweeten the deal. Because you have been nothing but kind to us, we are brewing our own beer. Maybe we could give you our first. You could sell it for a lot, or you could have it to enjoy.
I'm not one for the spirits, imbibing or selling, but,
It will be famous. We would be happy to.
200 gold. Do you have anything else of interest? I'm more
Ew.
interested in things.
Ew.
Do
Oh,
we have any
take
more
one.
beer?
Take one for the team.
Oh.
You know what she wants.
Yeah. I know. I might have to go nuclear here in a
Do
second.
we?
Um. So you're not interested in the beer deal?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. I look at Critic.
Well, I hear you can use my money. I don't. Look, and then I lean in like, look, if it means I don't get a health potion, I think it'll be okay. I think it is
we have
important that we
plenty.
go with, protecting Gra.
Okay, we're doing it. I say, you drive a hard bargain, miss, but you are missing the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, do you want to keep the frame?
Of course we want to keep the frame.
God damn it, woman.
Should I gift wrap it for you?
Is
Yes.
that gonna cost us more money?
Absolutely not.
Then
Gift
please,
wrap it.
please wrap
Oh
away.
yeah. She does, and 30 minutes go by,
Oh,
where like she
no.
is just, and then we'll do this and try.
Does it look good at least?
It looks fantastic.
Ah,
And you
okay,
now
great.
have, she of course slipped it back into the frame, and then proceeded to wrap the frame itself and present it to
User in
you
your channel timed
like
out.
a beautifully, perfectly wrapped, very large,
Great.
thick picture frame with a hat behind glass.
Okay. Great.
Great.
Is there anything else I could get for you?
She's talking about this while gift wrapping. Of
Health
course.
potions?
We've got so many. Yes, health potions, sure.
Dude, read
And then,
behind
and then her
between the
voice
words.
changed into mine, and
I know, I
she
hear it.
continued to ask you what else you want.
She's
Say it
looking to
again?
get banged, man.
Health potions, she's got them. Yeah.
How many do we
How
want to cook?
how
One
many
for each of the
do
party?
you
need? Why am I still doing this?
How much do your health potions cost?
Oh, how strong do you like them?
She wants to get banged?
Medium spicy?
Bareback?
After she goes into several descriptions of strength, Krennic, you quickly discern that. Oh, did we lose Krennic?
For a second, I think.
His
Just
computer's
for a
shitting the
second.
bed.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah. She. Yeah, the tables have turned. Like fucking the owl's the one stuttering out. But she basically
Okay.
describes to you that like she's got various strengths. And when she's talking about all of that, she basically means like a regular potion of healing, greater
Right.
healing, superior healing.
How much are your greater and your regulars?
Oh, the regular type. Let me see. Supply and demand and all that.
Okay. And let's see.
Oh,
1 gold piece.
I am feeling quite friendly considering you bought this beautiful hat. I'll say 25
User
gold
joined your channel.
for a low strength stock.
So regular potion of healing, 25 gold.
It's the next one up.
Ooh,
Yes.
the hard shit.
Whoa, Granny.
again, because of the hat, let's say 200 gold.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, what
That's
we
a
will be
potion of
doing,
greater healing. A potion of greater healing.
we will buy 4 of your lesser healing potions.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
do you, by
see.
chance, yes,
Uh.
do you have anything of intellect in here? A headband, perhaps.
Oh,
A headband of intellect.
let me look, and by look I mean roll a 1d100.
Oh no, not again.
Wait, let me roll it.
Yeah. Krennic. I nudge Krennic to see if he can help her look.
Okay.
What? Almost there. Almost there. It doesn't work in there. Hang on. Loading. Loading.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So at this point, she's given you a beautiful, beautiful small paper bag with 4 jingling regular potions of healing inside. Please, add these things. Actually, I can add.
Oh, I haven't been doing adding yet.
I will add the potion to your inventory.
Okay.
Oh, 57.
Over
But
halfway.
you remove the gold, please.
Yeah,
Please
I've
and
already
thank you.
removed
Okay,
it.
so potions are added. Let me
Did you
that
get my
hat.
50?
Yes, I did.
Let me get that
Alright, I'll
hat
mark that out.
in there. Just because when I added it, at least it should unlock all of the things in terms of like identification. There we go, identified. Ooh, that's the wrong kind of potion. I gave you the wrong. She did not give you the wrong kind. I did.
Maybe, Casey, you heard a voice in your head.
My tail was talking to me. What was it saying to me?
It was saying you should listen to a special voice in your head.
Hey now.
My tail is interested in a
Krennic,
homely old lady who wants to pet it. So
She
he's
also
aroused.
has a similar headband, slightly different gems, but it looks to be of similar style, and she tells you that it is in fact a headband of very strong intellect, belonged to a great magic user who, once he lost it, became incredibly daft and dull and couldn't remember a single spell, but when he did, it was usually the wrong one or some weird
Whoa.
version of the spell he was intending to cast.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, terrible,
Oh, wait.
terrible tale about that. And
It's
and
the
him-
Alzheimer's
him in the
headband.
market square. Like the amount of things that had to be rebuilt after that incident was not fun.
We'll take 2.
You have a look of interest on you, friend. Mr. Writer, was it?
I mean, you just described a cursed item.
Oh, no. Oh, perhaps the tale told it wrongly. It was more of, the headband itself brought such great intellect to the man's mind, that none were aware of how daft and stupid he truly was.
You're saying he
yes.
was like that when he took it
When
off.
it was removed, yes.
Okay,
Don't worry
I
about how
thought
I
you were saying when
recovered
he
it.
put it on. Yes. Well, that sounds interesting. How much would you say that is?
Oh, boy, let's see.
Since we've already done some business, I
We
think
have,
it would maybe
we have.
be fair for a small discount.
You know, I like you. I like both of you. And it's been a while since I've had
much action?
Such a large sales day. 360 gold, perhaps?
Oh, wow, that is considerably less.
That's too
let me
cheap?
confer with my
How much money is it?
360.
Such
70?
more money than we have now.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
How about?
I do accept interesting trades.
interesting.
She
trades.
wants to get the shit banged out of her. Casey, you're just gonna have to pick one for the team, man.
I told you, Nine's Tail really likes old ladies. So
Okay,
Nine's Tail
Heath
is
Ledger loves them old shopkeepers.
Yeah.
Okay?
But
That prehensile
Okay.
tail is
What if
Yep.
I?
Dip your tail in there.
What if I traded a?
What do you have?
don't
A
peek,
French
don't
feather.
peek, lady.
French
Well-
feather technique.
Well, and I go back to 9 and I say, hey, out of earshot of her.
Mm-hmm.
I have this
That's-
lantern of revealing
That's
that
a good point to make.
I'm not
Oh,
sure we
oh.
need. I mean,
Pretty good though.
What does it reveal?
just invisible things, but I've never seen an invisible thing in my life, so I
So
don't
it's like a real lantern.
It is a real lantern, but that also reveals invisible things, and I don't know. Here, look. Let me just tell you. I think if we got this headband and we put it on Grimlaw, he would be an awakened individual with
I think you are
superior
right, but-
intelligence, and
Think
might
how
actually be
nerve-wracking that
more-
is. Think about
more
what you're saying.
than he could ever be in his life. It would be a gift.
We may be in a lot of trouble to have an extremely intelligent Grimlaw running around.
But
One of
he
his
might
blessings
be.
is his stupidity.
To be honest, yeah, maybe, but then he might be more controllable because he would have understanding of his motives.
Flashbacks of Grimlaw flood both of them.
Grimlaw is on his way to becoming a real dragon knight.
I mean, I think he's like the hero of the fucking story so far.
I feel like, yeah, if we all die
He's
and
Luke
Grimlaw
Skywalker.
survives,
He's
But, like-
the Skywalker
Fine.
of this story.
Yeah. I mean, look, Krennic has this affinity. Like, I have an affinity for his potential. So I don't know. It's just a fancy. It's a
real
fancy of mine.
mentorship vibe
User
coming out
disconnected
from.
from
I
your channel.
appreciate your love for him, but I think we're looking at too steep a price for a little dragon man.
But that's the
User
thing. He
joined your
wouldn't be a
channel.
little dragon man with this. He would be incredibly potent. Maybe a valuable ally.
Nair is like looking out past the counter at your hushed conversation. She's like, anything you wish to trade?
Oh,
for
just
this?"
bang her.
And she's
Just
dangling,
bang her.
She's dangling the
Just,
jeweled headpiece.
She's going like this with her fingers. You know what she wants.
But
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I will defer to you. Like, I'm willing to give up this lantern because I think it might be comparable, and then you wouldn't maybe have to give up so much
Okay.
money, and then
Go for it.
But it's a team thing, and
So,
I
so
wanna
let's
make
see. Let's
sure.
The only
hand
two,
me that
so,
lantern.
I'm happy for you all to sort of have jokey conversations, but as far as like actual debating what to trade and all of that, unless you're using your sending stone.
No.
There's only
We're
two
we're
there.
cleally making this decision
Yep.
outside of
Yeah,
the
I,
whole team.
perfect.
Gra has nothing to do with
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, hey, Krennic's here, or sorry, Nine's here. and I trust Nine, so
Yeah,
I'm just
sell this
imagining
lantern.
like the
It's-
kingpin
yeah.
landlord.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I,
so I go back to her. I pull out the lantern and I say, I have this, and I set it down majestically on the
It's
counter.
it's Krennic's
I even
dick.
do like a little bit of a minor illusion to like create this like aura
Mhm.
of like sparkles that kind of release from it.
I
as
was
soon as
thinking
pull
of
it
doing
out.
the same thing too before you even said it.
Jeez.
It's
Do
different
you
color.
mind if I inspect the item?
Please.
Of course, it's
and-
a fine build.
Make an Arcana check, Krennic.
Me?
Yeah,
Why
you. me? Just do it.
Shit.
It's your lantern. I
That's
don't know
just
anything
straight
about it,
in.
man.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
all
look
right,
at
there
that
we go.
Arcana.
She clearly,
Yeah.
with an ease that surprises both of you, is, conjuring a detect magic on this, like as if it was nothing
Whoa.
for her. She says, "Oh, lantern of revealing. Very, very interesting. You would trade this?"
I would trade that. I would think that would be an even trade for the lovely headband.
And I would agree. And she pulls the lantern close and
no.
slides the necklace or the headpiece
Wow.
towards you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we just got
Alright.
taken. I said, Krennic, you should have let me do some bargaining.
I told
see
you
her
you were
face.
better at this. Oh, no, it's done. It's done. It's fine.
I
And
know, I know. But
I
that's,
thank you
he
so
says
much.
it anyways.
I wrapped the. Oh, could I
Thank
get this
you.
in? Would you have to happen to have some sort of gift wrapped for this?
Oh, absolutely. Would you like
I-
a small box, considering the nature of the item?
Please.
Nine quickly runs out of the store and then runs to the next store as fast as he can to see if they have a lantern.
Oh, you know,
of,
based
like,
on her
revealing.
rapping, that
Yeah.
like she's gonna be rapping this thing for 30 minutes.
So I run out, just run to the next store, and I don't even. They say, "Hey, how can we help you?" No, you guys have a lantern of revealing. How much does it cost?
Oh, lantern revealing. I don't know. Why don't you roll a D100 for that? Let me just check our stocks here and see what we got here at Jake's Magic Imperium. And we do. We've got one of those. Tell you what, I'd let that sucker go for the low price of 600 gold.
Oh, no! Nailed
Wait,
it.
hold on. I got something I'm saying.
But you guys feel like you had a bargain.
Krennic is so happy. He's like,
Yeah.
this will be such a good gift for Grimlock.
Fair. To be
This is
fair.
how I'm gonna be walking back.
Fuck
to
this
the,
one-eyed lantern.
This is how I walk back to the camp.
Oh.
The
Got a
music.
bag full of potions and you're just sad. Grodd's like, what's wrong, buddy? What? You okay?
You still have like 300 gold. You're fine. You're fine. Anyway, you come back and it's like I have a nice gift wrapped box and I'm like, thank you,
The
man.
smile
It's
on your
been
face.
a pleasure and put it in the bag of holding.
She's still smiling cheek to cheek, just like the moment you entered her shop. She says, "Please have a lovely day and come back soon.
Well,
Unless there's something else I can trade or sell you.
Your business
Since we
is
have made
always
such
welcome."
Since we've made
Thank
such
you.
good business and we've made such a good deal on the lantern of revealing there, could you throw in perhaps another healing potion for in good faith and in good service?
Roll a persuasion check.
It's the least she can do. Yeah! There we go.
Maybe even.
She gives
Two?
you, she
Maybe
gives
even
you-
two?
No.
She gives you a wink and adds, reaches towards your bag with the other 4 potions and clinks
thank you.
and places the other one carefully in there. And she kind of,
Kind
of like-
You know what she
I noticed
wants.
the air.
You know what she wants.
I noticed this
Goodbye,
nice, and
sweeties.
oh man, I want to do
Goodbye.
one more thing.
farewell.
She
I
likes-
exit
she
the
likes
store.
pussies.
Shuffle out the door.
oh,
I exit the store. You're alone with her.
yeah, oh, your friend
Yeah,
has
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
business, I see.
Yeah.
Perhaps you've yet to be satisfied.
Yes, I need to quench my thirst. As I
Oh yeah!
And my
He's
tail
going for it.
goes on her cheek. I say, I noticed that you used a lovely detect magic concoction. How did you make that? And then I keep flirting with my tail on her cheek.
Well, I've been around the block, you know, and I live and breathe in the realm of magic and baubles. And she just gestures like at the store around you, which is like the equivalent of like a crazy person's pawn shop. It just happens to be filled with like shelves and shelves of crazy
say-
magic stuff.
Could you make one of those quickly? I just would love to see your hands at work. As my tail caresses down her arm.
Oh my god.
Goosebumps. And she
How fast can you
basically-
make them?
and you realize it's basically just like a cantrip for her.
Oh,
she
okay.
like waves her hand over you, and basically casts detect magic on you.
Uh-oh.
She says,
Uh-oh.
"Oh, covered head to toe with interest."
Oh, do it.
And you can,
Tell me
you
something.
You can like you know there's almost like goosebumps, whether it's because someone scratched their nails on a chalkboard or because there's magic in the air.
I say, tell me something I didn't know. And I walk in and I say, Heath Ledger will be back for you. And I give her a wink and I walk out the door.
Oh.
And then I look at Craig and I say, go, we gotta move. We've got to get out the field.
We gotta go.
Okay, let's go.
What happened in there?
Pick up all the beer stuff. Pick it
All right,
up.
are you guys doing anything else in the city today?
Oh, yeah.
I was
An armory,
Sure.
if there's one left. Or if there's one around.
More of the mundane variety.
I mean, no.
Mundane armor?
No, we're in the magic area, so let's go to this Is there an Arcana one?
Yeah, I mean, you just
Oh,
left
that's-
one.
Oh, God. I'm not going back in there. I look up and I see all the armor in the window. I'm like, fuck. I go to the other one where I ask what their Lantern of Revealing cost.
It's like your
oh.
new life
Like,
mission.
what the
Every shop you check to like see if you got
The
fleeced.
best deal.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Oh man.
And I check. In the next place, I just want to see if there are any. Oh gosh, I don't even know if there's any kind of musical armor or anything that can help sing
musical
songs or
armor?
anything.
Or so how about
I
something?
don't know.
that,
I don't even know what
like,
kind of bard items there are.
increases performance or something, Fitty.
I was looking at like
like
picks.
a pill?
Oh yeah. Well, I know the old lady had those.
You could go back to the first door.
Yeah. I'll stay in door number 3.
Uphill.
man.
Sorry, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of bard-like things. I don't have any off the exact top of my head.
What? Yeah. Okay. What kind of armor do they have in here?
I mean, so you all can help me out looking in OneNote
Yeah.
or wherever, but
Yeah.
So you
but,
can
like,
look. Okay.
again, generally this is
I
like
see
one
how
of
you
the
say it.
biggest melting pot cities in the world. If there's something you're
Yeah, if
interested
there's-
Mm.
in.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I'm not interested in anything then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What about a? I mean, is it a thing to have like a +1 loot?
Ooh.
Well, not really. But I mean,
All good.
I don't know.
How
I mean,
about-
like
I'm
maybe it
ready
would
to
give
keep
you like
going.
+1 to.
Cause I haven't thought about it or looked at it much, so I'm.
Yeah.
How about like a hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah.
Ooh, a Muse's harp.
I mean, you could get like utility item, like maybe Medallion of Thoughts. It has 3 charges, and you can cast an action to detect thoughts.
No, I'm good. I don't know. I don't know what to get, so I don't know how I'm gonna build it.
And I mean, you know, for the sake of interest, I'm fine with like, you know, now that you're not in mid negotiations, like if you all out of character want to float ideas for things that you would have made requests for, that's
I got one. I got a great one. Pearl of Power. You can use an action to speak this pearl's command word and regain 1 expended spell slot of up to 3rd level.
Whoa.
Once you've used the pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn, but it's an insta gain of a spell. That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's pretty
good.
good.
It's not super rare or anything either.
Yeah, it's uncommon. Yeah, you could.
Look at this. Look at this in the chat.
Whoa. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's
Well, that's a wondrous.
Oh, yeah, I
that's
saw
a
those.
wondrous item, but it's
was it
not
varies.
crazy.
It varies on rarity. There's an
Yeah, yeah.
uncommon.
Ah.
Look at that. Look at that DOS loot.
Yeah.
It's like a DOS boot, but a loot.
The Pearl of Power is also a wondrous item too, though.
There's a Falkluken Bandor. A Macfurimid Cittern.
I mean, you could
That's cool.
probably infuse that into something else.
I
Yeah.
mean.
Oh damn! Entangle, Fairy Fire, Speak with Animals, dude. That's
You get-
fucking amazing. Holy
It
shit!
just gives you spells.
Yeah.
You just
so
get
cool.
a pick for your tail, so you could play your instrument with a 3rd arm.
Oh, cool.
Now you
It's-
have 1
it's
point.
in it
1.5.
requires attunement by a bard, so it would be like, yeah, like your go-to magic instrument. And then when you play it, you can cast one of the spells. Once it has been
Sweet.
used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast that spell again until the next dawn. And the spells use your spell casting ability and spell save DC.
So what if he like knows the spell though? Like Fairy Fire, he cast before. That makes sense. Like he just can't cast it from that thing.
Because the wording is interesting. Because when it makes it sound like you could basically cast each of its spells once per day.
That is amazing.
That
Holy crap,
seems-
dude. That seems like
Seems
overpowered.
ridiculous, but I guess they are mostly like utility type spells. I'm gonna double check that. Is that something you're interested in?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was it? The pearl or?
The pearl or the
No,
instrument?
no, no.
Either.
The instrument.
The pearl,
gives
there's
you,
no confusion for me, but
The instrument, you basically get a bunch of spells and you can use them at least once per day. Unless
Which instrument are you looking at, though?
any of the I would say uncommon ones or ones you could afford.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, uncommons are something where it's between like 1 and 500 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rares go up to like
Potentially-
1,000, 5,000.
potentially within your price range,
Yeah.
depending on your luck and your ability.
Was that acid? Was that acid like a poison, or is acid different damage?
Acid is acid damage.
Okay.
Straight up.
Just straight up.
Right in your face.
So those are the 3 potential instruments you would have heard of, and you could imagine that they, could come in all kinds of forms, not necessarily just like a harp or anything like that.
Okay.
Or at the very least, you know a guy who can transfer such things.
No guy who knows a guy.
So true.
Okay. Sorry, I'm quickly trying to look at these
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, while we
Retcon.
pause there for a moment,
Yeah.
what's going on in Wagon Construction Town with our 3 amigos?
Grimlock, no, again, you cannot put that there and use your helmet, please.
But you
Grimlock.
said smash it in!
No, Grimlock, no, I said use the hammer. Look at the hammer.
Or
Use
is it
the
straight?
hammer.
You
Is
always
it
say,
straight?
Grimla, use head. Grimla, using head.
And he goes and just smashes another nail in. You can tell he's acting a little almost like an upset child now that he's lost his dog.
Oric is Graz pushing up a board to try and complete the giant keg.
And it's
He's like,
like
Oric, I need help. Is it straight?
No, it's literally 45 degrees.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Oh my god, I need...
Wait, help me. You gotta help me.
Alright, let me... Okay, alright, now hold it just like that. Okay, I'm gonna mend it into the wood. Hold on.
Okay.
You're gonna have to hold it for 2 minutes. Can
You're
you
gonna have to help me here.
Alright,
It's heavy.
let me mend it. Oh,
It's the last piece.
I don't... It's not the last piece. What have you been drinking? Have you been
I'm not gonna lie, I've been drinking a lot.
Quite the crew you've hired on here, Foreman. Construction's going great. Akeem laughs
Okay.
as he heads over to deal with other more paying customers.
yeah. Oric gets down and he walks over between both of them and he
Okay. So, I want you to sit right here, don't move, and have a beer. Here you go. And don't touch anything anymore. I will fix it all.
and Oric sets about to get into work.
He just,
Ignores
he
them
just
completely.
goes in like 2 hands, like a mug of beer, kind of like lifts the helmet up enough to stay inconspicuous.
Oric, you didn't give him a beer, did you?
I don't care. Take care of it, girl.
He's pushing hard on the boards to get them to fit together.
No more. I will take care of it. I will do it.
Okay. I like Gra lets go and the
And it
board comes
immediately
slamming
falls
down.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
There's a dust everywhere, like a dust storm kicks up.
Oric starts thinking of some clever ways to get boards up on the side of the thing.
Okay.
And he does so because he's a dwarf.
Yeah, I buy it. Sold. Pitch accepted. Dwarf arguments go quite far with this DM.
I'm a dwarf. I win.
Fair enough. You win.
You beat the game at race selection. No. All right. Anything else of note going on there? Should we hand wave through back to our shopping list?
We can handle it.
Yeah, we're constructing a giant cylinder full of wood.
Awesome.
come back on which one I want to look at. It's the one with, I don't know, so I'll tell you in a sec.
Okay.
Once things are set up, Ballista is starting to get formulated. Plans are, and it's not going to be an immediate, like, you're gonna have to attach like a couple pieces, or no, maybe it just, it's built in like a spring into the floorboards, so when it's time you can pull a lever and it does and it just
Like, does the keg go like and like fall out, or does it go to the top?
oh, we were putting it in there. Yeah, you know what, it doesn't matter, there's a keg.
But does it go to the top of the keg, or does it just sit still and the keg falls away?
The keg will fall away.
Okay.
That's the dream.
All right. Well, that's easy enough. Just take one of the braces out and then.
So true.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like a really nice swivel, very well oiled, so you can get a full 360 degree, and there's gonna be a quick load mechanism in place.
Oh, quick load, like machine
So
gun.
one bolt, just one, not a bunch of them, but one bolt can be quick loaded into the ballista.
I know an old lady that loves quick loads.
Biddy's distracted, so I'm gonna just keep
I am
pitching
a little
him
distracted.
shit.
I'm trying to clarify how these instrument bards work. I mean, it's pretty utility, which is, I guess, why it's not considered more powerful than it is. But it generally basically gives you a fuck ton of extra spells per day. So
Yeah, I like that.
But they're like
Quite.
cantrip level though,
Yeah,
right?
It's
that's
quite,
way
no,
better than
dude.
power, dude.
Like
Holy shit.
spell, invisibility, levitate,
Oh.
bark skin, fog
You
cloud,
get all
cure
those.
wounds. It depends on which instrument, but
I know. I'm gonna ask if they have,
okay.
the Fochuklin
The
Bondor, right?
Defoe Chuklin, yeah, you find a particularly awesome guitar
Chuklin?
center here in.
Yeah.
There's just
Guitar
racks of-
center.
I love it.
Lute harp center.
Harp center.
Yeah. And the fellow behind the counter is quite the character. Definitely seems a bit quiet, reclusive, a little bit shady.
Oh.
What race is he? A tabaxi?
He is an elf.
Oh.
This is,
Baxi, we're not shady.
we have many fine instruments. What can I get for you?
I need a lute that shoots fire.
I asked for is the if they have a Felchukin something.
We do.
Oh.
We do. Roll a D100.
Okay, and then as I'm rolling my D100, I'm playing a little ditty for him just to kind of cheer up his mood. He seems like he's
Oh, not another one of these. Just I'm here to buy an instrument and learn to play it because it's cool and it impresses women.
Stairway to heaven.
You clearly have some ability, my friend. So let me tell you that
Thank you.
I carry everything. So you need it, I can supply it. It's nice to see someone who actually has talent who might be purchasing one of my finely crafted instruments. And
Name
what's-
I mean,
what
Heath
is
Ledger.
your name? Heath Ledger.
Yes.
I've
Here's-
heard
here's
you
my papers.
perform in these parts.
Me and my partner are just traveling through. We
He
heard
looks
of
back
a
and I'm
great
like, ding, ding,
guitar
ding,
center.
ding,
And I look at him and I say, drummers, they're all a little bit weird, aren't they?
ding, ding.
So you are looking for one of the Lucan Bandor designs, or was it a Mac Fumid Citern?
Oh, I love the Faklukan.
Now, how do you take
Not
that?
many people pronounce it correctly.
What's your instrument of choice? Because I can offer you some of that style of craftsmanship in various instrument forms, if you like.
Well, I don't even have a lute yet. I've always loved the lute.
Well, I
Nine, are you
help
gay?
you.
I love
There,
a
my
good
friend.
big loot.
Let's stroll to the back to some of the more fine loots.
The fine loots.
Nine doesn't realize his phrasing how bad it is sometimes.
I can help you find such a fine loot for a low price of 260 gold pieces.
Oh,
Whoa!
okay.
He's kind
Not
of
bad.
like smiling and
It's pretty good. I shred really hard on my yarting. I say, "You sure it can't be 210?" And then I wink
Oh.
at him,
yeah. Roll that persuasion check.
trying to be real cool with this guy, like
Oh yeah.
like way cool.
You're shredding in loot center.
Yeah.
Nice.
19?
He fucking like full on just. Oh, that is some amazing skill.
Yeah.
I tell you what, 200 gold if you play a song for me. And he's kind of like hip thrusting a little bit.
Oh, no.
You missed the hip thrusting, Dave. You missed the visual hip thrusting. I went for it.
No.
The cat will reluctantly play a song for him, but only in character.
I don't know if he wants
like,
a song, man.
Like he is like in real fucking close, like listening. That is beautiful.
It's making the cat really nervous, but he
Fucking
goes
bards.
through.
Heath, you must
It's-
tell me when you're playing a show in the city,
Oh, of course.
and I'll be there.
It's the Doug theme song.
Just what? Yeah. But it was like really sad though, because it felt really creepy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's so rapey.
Oh my god.
Um,
D&D is the
he leaves the loot in your hand and says, "Beautiful playing. 200 gold,
Yes.
and you promise to
I'll
stop
let you
by
know.
when you're in town again."
Of course, friend. Thank you, and we bid you adieu.
Bye.
And I run out the door.
Oh, goodbye!
And then I go to Critic. I'm like, what is with all the fucking shopkeepers in this place?
Ah,
They
they
goddamn
seem-
love cats.
They want you.
I don't know if they love
It's
cats
something about you, man.
so much as they love
Yeah, that charisma, that cool scar.
pussy
Yeah.
It's crazy.
cats.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
I'll fix the spell links on it because I think the links are broken on there, but I'll fix that in good time. But
Sex
it's something-
depraved
it looks- It looks
motherfuckers.
like this fucking thing.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
awesome.
that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look how many strings
Awesome.
are on there.
It's got like 40 strings.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I love the idea of thinking that, like, you guys come in, like, Gra would have, like, an axe and a knife and another axe and a sword, and I have, like, a whistle, a flute, a harp.
Just strapped to you and like all
Yeah.
kinds of.
But in silhouette, it would look like weapons, you know?
Yeah, totally. Cool. So, anything else in the city here?
I think, no, we can just go.
No more
Okay,
I'm outta
gold.
here.
Can't get sexually molested anymore.
While you're making your way out of the city, 9, you hear something clinking around inside your new toy.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Please don't be a love note. Please don't be a love note. Please.
Not
I say
again.
fish for it.
Is it like a pick where you have to like turn it upside down and you get a fish?
Yeah, oh god, I hate when that happens. My son likes to put my pick in my guitar all the time. It's the worst.
That's the worst, man.
Like
I
his
hate
favorite
that.
game, I guess, was done.
Oops, 1 second.
Find the pick.
So, you're fishing around in there, trying not to break the strings.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Definitely. Trying to shake it if I can get it out.
Okay. You see a business card.
It's got a heart on it.
Like a warranty card?
Put a dick
No,
on
on
it.
one side it says, Ulyana's finely crafted musical tools. And on the
Oh.
back of it, handwritten, beautiful handwriting, both in Elvish and in Common. You see that.
Uliana.
Juliana.
It's kind of like Yanni. What's that fucking like?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yanni.
They call me.
So wait, was that the dude?
Yes, Uliana.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's actually
I shiver.
pronounced
I shiver.
Okay.
Kind of
And
just
you've-
wheezes
you've,
off the tongue.
You've subtracted your golds and such.
I haven't added any of my items yet. Though.
I added the items for you.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's listed as fuck Lucan loot.
Oh no.
A fuck Lucan loot.
That's the one, right? That's the one you
Yeah.
want.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
There is one thing you need. Nine. How much do you have left?
100 gold.
Krennic stops you before you make
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
back
Before
out the
we're
gate
totally
again.
done,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for it. I
Uh-huh.
think you need one of these. I've seen it before. It's majestic. I put it in Discord.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man.
How I want this.
Let's just find someone who might have it.
Nine's tail droops down. It is not. It is flaccid.
I'm so excited about this.
Okay.
Here, I'll help you look.
You
And
know
then
how great this would make all my. You just make a cape billow anytime, and it makes all your performances that much amazing.
Totally.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, 100!
There it is, there
Hundo!
it is.
Oh, look,
You-
there it is!
You
I
step
see it.
on one.
It's on display right
You
there.
trip over one. It's discount.
It is.
It's discount.
Oh
You're
my.
on fire.
Oh
Roll
my
that D1000
god. Yeah, you
right
see you see a cloak on like a dummy mannequin mantle in a shop window,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's animated like billowing on the back of
This
this
is
thing.
it. This could be on you.
Like,
Look,
it immediately
it's on
catches your
sale.
attention.
It has a tag that
You
says
see several
sale.
of them in different colors.
Different colors.
Well, none of them match my foot anyways.
Oh, well,
Since I
But
am bald.
for
for now, I mean, we can fix this. We have magic. We'll fix it.
Yes. Well, I go in there. I say, "How much for that billowing coat?" And I point to one of the blue one.
oh, blue one.
Let's see. Let me just look at my
It's like
stocks
a bluish purple, depending
here.
on the light.
100 out of 100.
These are listed as wondrous items. Okay.
Man, what are the
But it's
chances
a
of
common.
What's
Oh,
the
yeah,
chances
yeah,
of
yeah.
100 out of 100?
I need to load my advantage.
What are the
That's
chances?
gotta be a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah, it is definitely a very good chance.
Did you roll that during play? Were we playing the game when you rolled that?
Yeah,
That's
right
crazy.
there. It
Yeah.
happened.
Wow.
The last thing.
Pretty great.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm just loading up some extra books. The shop keeps going through his ledgers here, Mr.
Probably
Ledger.
never gonna see that again.
And
Look,
my
Ever.
accounts may or may not
Nine,
be
you
lagging.
have my gold. I mean, just
Yes.
use it. It would be amazing.
Who needs gold with a roll like that? What is that's what I'm
You
saying.
may have
There
just
we
found
go.
it straight into your pocket.
1 in a
you know?
million chance.
I found this in my pocket.
There we go.
Hey,
Okay.
Graw.
This guy says we have a variety of colors. As you can see, we are the prominent providers of badass cloaks in the city here, and we offer them at unbelievable rates. 50 gold pieces each. You choose a color. If you don't see one that you like, I guarantee we have it in the back.
Do you guys also carry health potions?
Of course.
What about I give you 60 gold for a health potion and that blue one now?
Wow.
And then I play them a ditty just like I played the other guys, and I just shred for a second. Just like.
Okay, yeah, shred away. Give me a performance check.
Holy shit.
Might as well perform my dick off. It's what I do.
It's more than how many fingers I have.
Yeah, my skills
Wow.
20.
70 gold and you've got a deal.
Oh my god! Take
Deal.
2! Get 2 of them!
I can't push my luck. 2 is good. Cause it's like an additional 2 health
Take
potions,
it.
and I don't want this guy to fucking get up on my junk too. You know, I'm getting kind of sick of it.
Get
It's
over here,
yours.
fucking-
Bumping.
Isn't
He's
that what
eyeballing you.
Isn't that like having like a fan base is all about? You know? Come on.
Yeah. I'm new to this
Kinda
this,
rock
this
star
culture.
are you?
Yeah. I'm dipping my toes in right now.
Okay.
Wow. It's yours.
What color is the cloak that you're looking for?
Oh, it's like a bluish purple, like a midnight color that changes based off the facing ratio
Oh,
and
yeah.
sunlight hitting
Oh
it.
shit! It's iridescent.
Yeah, it's iridescent.
Okay. Added and potion.
And I
And
immediately
you're
try it
removing
out.
gold. Yeah. Oh,
It's
yes.
shred.
It's amazing. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Please come back anytime you need another awesome cloak.
Alright, we're heading back. Alright.
All right. All right.
Yep. I think we have everything we came here for. Let's get back to the party.
I want to do something.
Okay. Cut
Um,
scene back to wagon crafting clusterfuck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You eventually reel them all in and work things out. Although
Okay.
Grimlaw seems a little tipsy.
That's okay. He actually works better when he's a little tip. At least for now.
Soon he'll be intelligent.
During one of the breaks, Warwick looks around to see if he
Whoa!
can see a keen Celeban.
Wait, what is this crack you sent?
I just googled blue and
Whoa.
purple iridescent.
Oh,
This
perfect.
is what
I fixed your loot there, Nine. Heath, if you click it now, the spell links should work. Okay.
I like it.
Akeen Celeban, yeah, you find him after dealing with some customers. You see him heading back with a bunch of paperwork back into his shop.
Hey, Akeen, hey.
I'm with him too.
Listen, do you have any platinum for sale? I need 100 gold pieces worth of platinum.
That is amazing looking, and I can certainly secure it.
Ooh, yeah, like that
I
car.
need,
Yeah.
I need the highest quality, and if it's in the form of a ring, that's even better.
Whoa.
I'm sure I could find this for you.
2 rings.
2 of them. Okay.
Yeah, 2 platinum rings. 50. They're each is worth 50 gold pieces.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
It's like
Now
This car.
I can find and secure them for you, but I doubt I could get them for anything other than market value.
And if they're worth 50 gold pieces each, then that's 100, right?
Math is your strong suit, friend.
So that's fine. Yeah, 100 gold pieces. I will give you 100 gold pieces for 2 platinum rings.
Okay, I'll need the money up front, but yes, I should be able to procure them and have them delivered here by tomorrow.
And do you
Wow.
need ring sizes? Because my friend here has very large fingers. Here you go. And Graw just
Sure.
puts out his meaty paw.
Check out these sausages.
And you want them in these sizes?
I need one
That
my
big.
size and one his size.
Okay. And he holds out a hand.
And I give him 100 gold pieces.
Now you understand the larger one will be slightly thinner, but you know it will still serve you fine, I imagine.
It will.
Okay. And
Back in
he
my town, they say it's how you
takes
use
gold,
the
puts it in
ring.
there, makes a few notes in his ledger, and says, tomorrow then. And
Alright.
turns away and heads back to more business.
Grog kind of scampers up to him. Mr. Cinnabum! Mr. Cinnabum!
Yes, friend. He's looking up at you.
And he kind of kneels down and he whispers. It's like, as is well known, we're headed north through the Troll Hills, the Troll Claws, and the Troll Waters, and the Troll Plains. There's lots of trolls up there.
Yep,
Yeah.
you gotta pay the troll toll if you.
Oh, the troll. It's rumored that the trolls, they're invincible. They have regenerative powers. I do not. Is there any way to counter them regenerating their health?
troll slaying, is it?
Yes.
Hmm.
You know anyone
Well.
who knows anything about this?
I know I've been around for some time.
You don't look like it. Haha, and I pat him on the
Oh.
back.
Well, thank you. Rob.
Flattery.
Yes. You know, it's believed that dismembering a troll won't stop it from completely regrowing said limb.
Am I
But-
part troll, Grothings?
Acid and fire can snuff out the regenerative properties if applied to the wound.
Oh, thank you so much. And Groth like hastily shakes Cinnabon's hand, and he's like uncomfortably like, oh, thank you for the tips, and he prances off. Orc, I gotta talk to you.
You kind of hear, well, you don't really hear, but like under his breath, for the sake of background, you can. Good luck with that.
I love that Graw's the only one
Yeah.
with this knowledge.
Yeah, Gro, what did
For
he
now.
say? I couldn't hear anything of what you were talking about.
Yeah, come with me, and I sling him over my shoulder, and I'm so excited, I keep walking forward. I heard how to kill the trolls. We gotta set them on fire and burn them with acid.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Fire! We gotta make sure our ballista can fire.
Wait, okay, set them on fire.
It's a
and
double
acid.
fire?
Yeah, we're gonna need lots of grenades, lots of fire shooting.
I-
We're gonna acid out of the ass. Lots of it.
all right, Rick. I can try to do some of that. I don't have the materials for it.
Perhaps we could store a barrel full of oil with our.
That
our
is
beer.
actually not a bad idea. That's a great idea.
Would you say, Oric, at this point on day one, you've got the basic framing structured out for
Yeah.
the once flat, non-covered wagon, now retrofitted with basic framing? You know, maybe a test wall panel is done.
Yep, not the roof yet.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes.
And you've set up the trailer wagon, which will carry said massive barrel. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Not full construction yet.
We're gonna need something really flammable.
Before we start, big thanks to Joe here
Oh,
for
wow.
stepping in.
Oops.
Hello.
Audios happened.
Yeah, how much will a vat of oil, how much would that cost? Like a barrel, like a nice big barrel of oil.
Like a
I don't know,
barrel?
but I got this much left, and Gross spills out 31 gold pieces.
I only have 10 left, and we should probably save some of it. My mother always said,
Well,
keep a little bit of gold.
between you and me, we have well over 500 gold pieces.
No,
We should probably be able to
Gro.
get a barrel of oil with that
Gro, no.
easily.
Gro,
Yeah.
do you need me to keep your gold for you?
Akeen, the next time you're able to catch him and flag him down between business, says a full barrel. Oof.
Well, we need something flammable, and oil seems pretty
Hmm.
inexpensive unless you have a better alternative.
no, that'll definitely spread, stick, and coat and burn quite easily. A full barrel will cost you 10 gold, but we could certainly procure it quite easily.
Oric, we have 500 gold. We can get one easy.
Okay, hey,
Alright.
here, I'm gonna, and I count out 10 gold from Graw's purse.
You're not
I have
giving
to-
him enough. You're
we're
not.
not taking
Make
that.
sure you pay the man the right price.
Okay, here is 10 gold
Okay,
for the oil.
Someone deduct that. Okay, barrel of oil and 2 rings of varying
take it out of
sizes in form of platinum. Okay, yeah, I will look to have this here for you tomorrow.
Perfect, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you ripped him off like that, Oric.
Well, my mother always said, the prudent favors the
The oiled.
wise.
I imagine Graz like pondering deeply, like I wonder if this should be one of my new rules.
Yeah.
I don't.
The oil coats the wise.
All
Is
right,
that how it went?
he scribes. He like kind of like makes the hand motions in his head, in his like real life, but in his head it's getting written in. Going in.
The wise always oil the barrels. Okay. So, much time throughout the day has passed. I'd say we come up to the end of day one here, barring any interjections. And you've got some things on order via a keen, and 9 and
Krennic, are they
I'm
back?
sorry, Heath Ledger and Knight Wright approach you bearing bundles of gifts and a cloak that seems to billow with a non-present wind.
Oh, is that a cloak of billowing?
It's majestic.
It looks like Doctor Strange, you know.
Wow. I don't know this doctor, but that's impressive.
Like the
You think so? I think it looks very nice. Critic.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
environment around you
It's perfect.
kaleidoscopes into like a vomiting kind of like image.
So wait, what is this thing that I hold up? What is this necklace thing?
Yeah, hey, you're digging into the box. Hang on now.
I slapped
That
it
is
out
a
of my
gift.
paws.
Oh, what you got there? You guys got loot?
That is a gift.
Hold on, Gra. We got stuff for you too. We got stuff for everybody. Right?
You'll
What-
never guess what we got for 10 gold.
What'd you
Yeah,
get?
we got quite a bargain. We got a whole vat of oil.
We got oil, boys.
That's
Oil!
perfect.
So think about it. We could throw the barrel at a giant ogre. He's covered in oil, and we light his ass on fire.
Just his ass, though.
Just his ass, just his little butt cheeks. Those little.
It'll be set on fire. It'll be hysterical.
Just the backside.
Yeah.
As it turns out, Oric has been drinking as well.
Yeah.
Graz got into the greenest chicken.
Yeah, this looks like a real construction / project site. A lot of drunk
There-
workers.
There's a half
Two
cylinder
of them
erected.
just watching one of them sort of frame out a piece of wall for the main cabin of the main wagon. Needless to say, the two of you aren't hyper impressed with the construction progress thus far.
Don't worry. This first initial stage takes a little bit of time. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
taking shape.
Yeah.
Research and planning needs to be done, for proper execution.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Look how big this cylinder is. It's so tall.
Not something the simple layman can understand,
Yeah.
We're gonna push all this wood together and it'll make a big barrel.
So 9, Krennic, what are all the things you got? Why don't you tell me?
We got this amazing stuff so we could make our own beers.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that
sure.
supply is ready.
Nine, why do you keep looking at the ground like that?
Well, don't worry. The town is very weird. There
Are you
some-
okay?
It was just weird. We don't need to talk about this. right
Okay, okay. Alright. You
we'll
want some
talk about-
chicken? Here, buddy. Have
now. Yes,
some chicken.
thank you. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
I feel
Alright.
like I saw a penis even though I never saw one.
Affected.
All right.
Here, just put this in your mouth. It'll be okay.
Fair enough to say that you all exchange information. There's a bit of show and tell. Barring any other things that you want to do
One thing.
in any capacity, time can very easily move forward to caravan departure day. Yes, please.
I want to do the Grimlaw scene.
Okay.
where it
Oh.
becomes ascension.
Yeah,
Like
so we
Yeah.
gotta make sure we give
That's
the
gotta
gear
be
to the right people.
That's gotta be a fucking moment, right?
He's gonna be better than
Yeah.
all of us,
Are
guys.
Are you giving this to him?
So it is an attunement. So you have to spend a short rest with it before you get the effects.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's like when we camp down for the night to actually like
Mm-hmm.
eat
Yeah,
dinner
so-
and then camp.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we should. Hey, guys! Is this for Grimlaw because poor Groin got ran over? Is this why?
he died.
Well,
What-
for me, no, it's not because
Wait.
of that, but it is for Grimlaw.
Krennic, what does the necklace do?
So the legend I've heard is no matter who you put this on, they will become the smartest person alive.
Wait,
And we want
you're-
this little fuck to become the smartest person alive.
so
I think
So
he
I-
deserves it.
That was kind of my thought, but I went along with it.
The smartest person alive.
so wait a second. You mean to
Ever.
we're picking Grimlaw? Or we could. I mean, think about even if you gave this to Graw. He would
Imagine if I
go
could
on
count to
yourself
6.
Oh,
But-
I would be able to calculate all kinds of fantastic builds of all kinds
But
of.
here's the thing: you're already smart, and Gra, you're already powerful,
Yeah,
and 9, you're already
Whatever.
suave and charismatic and
but
and
Grimlaw,
persuasive.
he's
Grimlaw,
retarded.
he has disabilities, and we need to.
I'm so nervous for Grimlaw to be smart.
We can lift this burden off of him, and he can achieve
You can
true
test it.
ascension.
He's dumb as
in
bricks.
the background, Grimlaw has returned with the empty mugs on the ground near the construction site. He has returned to just like banging his head into nails of loose boards,
Look at him.
trying to add some of the wall framing paneling.
He's
into the-
holding a hammer and using his head to pound nails into wood.
He is in fact
What-
holding a hammer in his gnarled little hands and head banging nails with his
I look,
fully face covered metal helmet right
after
now.
seeing this, I turn towards the rest of the prize and say, well, I guess
He needs
we could
it
try it.
more than anybody. I believe. Look, as a devout follower of ascension and what one's own spirit can do
Okay.
to surpass their being. I think this
Need a
is
fail safe.
a gate for Grimlaw.
Listen,
Need a fail safe.
I don't disagree with you. However, he's going from like nothing at all, like he's from literally 0 to like
19.
like Stephen fucking Hawkins.
But imagine we could talk to him and plan with him, and he is one with our goal. We have already
You know,
we've earned his
He doesn't have
loyalty.
his own goal. He gets smart enough to have his own goal.
He does
no.
though. He wants to destroy the dragons as much as we do. He wants to be the
Is it?
biggest,
No, he wants
baddest.
to be one.
Yeah,
He
and
wants to be a dragon knight, which he thinks he's
our
going to become.
goals align.
He's gonna know that we've been swindling him
Yeah,
this whole
yeah, yeah.
time.
Because he's not really going to be a dragon knight. That's just what Org keeps telling him.
No, but that's what you don't understand. He is already a dragon knight. We are just making it real.
He's gonna look at the sword we gave him and the rocks we've been giving him and be like, "You motherfuckers!"
hey Krennic, roll me a persuasion check.
yeah.
Alright.
Here we
I
go.
mean,
Here we go. It
I'm
comes down
not
to this.
lying. Can I have advantage?
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Oh,
That's all it is.
shit.
It's a 14 and 16. Jesus.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Roll an insight check.
We're rolling against each other to make.
Really want to
This I feel like this decides whether or not we do it now.
We're making
or later.
we're making a sentient kobold. Oh no!
Yes, you know
We're
what?
making a
a good
sentient
idea, huh?
kobold.
It's a good idea, huh,
Krennic,
Org?
Krennic, he's really down on his luck lately. I think we should, but to Nine's point,
Safer to be bonsai.
yeah, let's have a safe word. And how would you propose, perhaps, that we remove said
Well,
Gra-
item?
I mean,
motions
you just-
over to Grimlight. He's like, "Hey, come here, buddy. I got something to teach you about the dragons."
Okay, wait. We're safe word first. I think if he gets out of hand, and I mean it's
I'm gonna
like
hold him.
subduing
I'm gonna hold him
anybody.
down.
No. You have to hold him down to give it to him. I just because he's not wearing it yet.
Not yet.
No. It's like if we need to.
head banging nails.
Yeah, if we need to take it away from him, we could just rip it off his head. It's not permanent. It's not affixed.
He's
it's
gonna
not-
become more intelligent than 3 out of the 4 people in this
Yes,
party.
He's gonna
but you're powerful.
connive us.
You're smart. You're persuasive. We need a champion on our side. And,
Oric is
I'm-
already
I'm not-
feeling persuaded.
I'm not saying no. I'm
already-
just saying
I
I
was
wanna,
already-
I wanna, I
That-
wanna
that's
hold
our
him.
safe word. Just know that at any point you could
What
rip
was
it
the
off his
safe
head.
word?
He'll be back. To
Bonsai.
Bonsai is
All right,
the safe word. Okay.
Grimlock, come here, little buddy.
You don't need to manhandle him. He's.
I'm
we're
not.
giving him
I'm
a
just gonna
gift.
put him on my lap. I'm gonna hold him on his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
You blow my.
Oric, maybe you should explain to him what's going
Actually,
to happen.
Oric, yeah, you give him this gift, and I hand you the box. It's
Grimlock.
fucking ornate. It's
Yeah, it's just
beautiful.
like a
It's got
fucking
golden trim on it.
Wrapped box with like.
I'm gonna help.
foiled-
And can we make the
Minor illusioning it.
yeah to make it look more like a Dragon Knight crown ish,
Ooh.
so he doesn't see it. You know, like
He's
as a
gonna
dainty
become
necklace.
ascended and know exactly what the fuck we're doing.
That's fine.
Alright,
I think
stay
I
Graf,
honestly
stay Graf.
think he will appreciate it.
Grimlaw. Hey, buddy. You've had a very hard couple of days, haven't you? Yeah? It's been really hard. Well,
You lost
Hello?
your doggy, little buddy.
we, Grimlaw, we are very fond of you.
Speak for
And-
yourself.
We got you a gift. Now, before I give you a gift, you have to know something. With great power...
Look, buddy, this is gonna make you unretarded. Oh, it zoomed in.
Grimlock will be unstarted.
Oh.
Grimlaw, with great... With
Like
great
as you're
power.
talking, like he just like clasps his hand on your shoulder and is like unstarted.
Grandma, look at me. You want to be a Dragon Knight, right? Okay, and a Dragon Knight has to use his smarts, yeah, to help people. Okay,
Yeah.
we look at all of us, Krennic and Nine.
use his sharp rocks to smash
Just give him the
all the
goddamn helmet.
chains.
Give it.
Krennic and Nine and Graw and Oric, we're all your friends, and you're gonna realize just how much we're your friends in a minute. And here you go, and just remember, you have to be responsible. Okay?
Ross squeezes his shoulder just a little tighter.
And Oric presents the box, and it's ornate,
I'm gonna fucking die.
and he flips open the lid, and it looks like a dragon.
Yeah,
Dragon
we're
Knight.
minoring illusion it to like pump it up just a bit,
Oh.
so it looks more like a crown.
Yeah, so until it's on his head and he can no longer see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Um,
He
Grandma?
so who's doing the unboxing here?
Oric is holding it like this and lifting
Hopefully
the lid.
he's doing it himself. Grimlaw is unboxing, right?
Yeah.
Hi. Is this
For you.
Grimlock knighting ceremony?
Yes, Grimlaw, it is.
Well,
He-
you're
he-
not a knight, yet, you're a squire.
His wings fold in and he takes to the best of his ability like a drunk stumble knee and like looks up at you prominently.
My hand's still on his shoulder.
And I pull out my my giant hammer.
he
and,
he lays his sword down on the ground in front of him.
Oh,
And
I
then,
kneel.
And
I
then,
kneel. Yeah.
And then he lays his scimitar down next to it, and then he lays several rocks of various sizes. And then he starts taking his whatever clothing, his studded leather.
No,
it's
no,
okay,
no,
it's
no,
okay,
No,
it's
it's
okay.
okay.
No, keep that.
Armor on, armor on.
I, Oric Bronzebeard, hereby and forthwith.
He just starts praying a little bit.
Oh,
in
music,
the
music.
company,
Oh yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah.
Playing a little bit of.
in
of
the
Bleed.
company
Yeah.
of Krennic, Nine and Graw, do hereby squire you, Squire Dragon of the Order of the Dragon Knights. And we present to you as an honorary gift this dragon crown to be worn as a squire. Not a dragon
God,
knight
what
yet,
are we
but
doing?
a squire for Grimlaw.
Congratulations, buddy.
And
You're no longer retarded.
I place it on your head. Here you go.
Oh God, we are fucking up so bad.
Because his head.
Okay,
there's
I have,
a
we have
tear
a song for
rolling
us.
down his cheek.
What does he say?
9 starts singing this operatic, beautiful.
Do you have a song for him? You have a song for him?
Yeah, I was gonna play this one as
Oh,
the crown
get
was
it.
going on his head.
Let me get it.
You can. Side note: you can play this how you want. It generally takes an hour
Oh,
to kick in for a
yeah,
tune,
no.
but if you want to hit it
No, it
immediately,
takes
that's
an hour.
fine.
It definitely takes an hour.
Because we can all start eating. And
Yeah. He like tears are genuinely like streaming down his face, and he's like just staying like you put it on his head. You all get up and back away. He doesn't touch his weapons. Like he just sits there looking up at the sky and like almost closes his eyes and starts.
He knows math. He knows language.
Night of Dragons.
He just sort of like goes down almost like in child's pose with his arms spread across the dirt, and if his wings weren't concealed, they would be like, you know, you can almost see them like fluttering underneath of the armor covering, and he just stays there for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Or like rising up with like dirt on his semi-drunk, tear-stained face, and then he just like his chest seems more puffed out. He still seems as stupid as ever, and he's kind of like just strutting along the camp with his arms behind his back, like.
Did we get swindled?
Like this is almost like a placebo for him more than anything at this moment, and he just kind of like does this like very guard-like patrol, and he just stops in front of each of you and does this weird fucking bow, like it's just not right, but it's a bow.
Did we get swindled? We got swindled.
He
No,
bows,
it
he
takes an
stops
hour.
in front of each of you and does this like awkward bow and says,
Grimlar will serve and be good knight.
he says in front of 9, and then he goes over to Krennic and he says,
Grimlar will have good flight like you, monk.
and he points at you and bows, and then he goes over
I
to
bow to
Grog,
him too.
and he looks up at you and says,
Grimlar will be strong knight.
and like kind of caresses your muscles while bowing a little bit, almost like a Japanese businessman, and then he finally strolls over in front of you, Auric, and then gets down on both knees and rests his hands on top of his thighs and just looks up at you and says,
Grimlar and Orin will fight and fight together.
and then bows his head and just sits there and looks up at you and says,
Thank you.
Oh shit, he thanked you.
You're welcome, Grimlaw. And now,
He's never thanked you.
we celebrate Grimlaw.
Yeah! Here, here! Cheers!
Let's
Grimlaw,
drink.
Grimlaw wipes the tears from his eyes a little bit.
Grimlaw, recount a tale of you fighting alongside us.
Says,
Grimlar runs back, forth, loading big bow for Oric. When we strike down dangerous dragon,
Yeah!
right in the eye.
Yeah!
Grimlar on that day knew he would be Dragon Knight.
and he kind of like does some weird salute.
Grimlaw, do you remember what else happened to you that day? Do you remember what Gra did to you?
Oh, no. He
What?
doesn't. He has no memory, Gross. Shut up.
Grimlaw.
Like elbow.
Grimlaw, remember being in... He kind of goes into like ponderous mode. Grimlaw was in tower.
Grimlaw, here, have a beer. You should probably drink this beer. Look at how
Gra-
delicious it is.
Celebration beer? And he kind of like
Celebration beer,
grabs
yeah.
it and starts
we're handling your ADD right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gron kneels down beside Grimlaw.
Uh-huh.
Bro, be very
This-
careful what you say. He will
Puts his
be
hand on
very
his shoulder.
different.
Puts his right hand on Grimlaw's left shoulder.
Mm.
Kneels down in the mud next to him and he says, "You may be smarter than me now, but don't remember, I can stop you anytime I please."
Becoming knight make Grimlaw smarter.
Yes.
He's processing this idea.
Grimlaw very smart.
Yes, you are.
Smash many things.
Yes, you do.
He's gonna come back instead of Grimlaw. He's gonna be like, my name is Grimlaw.
Hey, don't spoil it.
I don't like you, Grot.
He's gonna be scholarly as fuck.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Multi-classes in a wizard.
So clearly, you're all taking a break from construction
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
We're drinking at this
Yep.
point.
it's, dinner, bonfire.
Grimlaw, let's
remember
groin.
Oh, to groin! We all drink.
Groin.
Oh, wait, and then critic.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should cook up this alligator tail. We should have fed Groin.
Alligator tail!
We
Yes!
should have fed him, and we'll eat it in his honor.
In his honor, yes! And yeah, let's start barbecuing this
we
alligator tail.
barbecue the
Wait,
alligator
we've got like thigh, shoulder,
shoulder.
scoots.
Yep.
You got some shank, you got some flank, you got some skirt.
Yeah, let's cook it all up.
We put salt and pep on it and a little greenest weed.
Oh,
We sprinkle that on there.
and we should braise it with some
Cooking with cannabis, sort
carver
of.
cider.
Yep, cider. Yeah, we put some apples on there.
We get some carver cider reduction sauce
Yep.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
Sous vide.
Yeah.
sous vide. Yeah.
A fine, thickly seeded mustard sauce.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it like
Um,
dusk now?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say partly through your feast, you know, when the grogginess and headaches kick in from too much mead and alcohol, Grimlaw looks up at all of you
Oh no.
and kind of has like this more sharp alertness in his eyes, and he looks at you, Orc, and says, "Is anybody's head killing them?"
Oh no.
Starts clutching at his temple. Like, what?
Harder
was
than all of us.
What was
Grandma?
in that beverage?
He said beverage. He said beverage.
Oh shit!
We all start cracking up, I'm assuming, after we hear him talking.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
But Oric
he even has a little bit of an accent that's so good.
Oric has a genuine smile on his face.
Yeah.
It's like
Krennic too.
like Grimlaw. Welcome to the Mighty Five.
Oh, the
Yes!
mighty five.
Yeah.
Grod's laughing, but he doesn't know why everyone's laughing.
I
He's
shake
like,
his hand.
You know, I like this name, Oric, but it would roll off the tongue a bit more smoothly if it had a little alliteration in it, don't you think?
Oh, what's that word mean?
That's a great point. But the only alliteration I'm thinking of is the Fluffy Five, and I don't believe that would work very well.
Now, it might be the grog in my brain a bit here, but do you, any of you ever feel like you've just been in a dream, a foggy cloud for just such a long time and you're only just now awakening? Like,
Oh yeah, all the time.
by all of the gods,
Yes.
I swear my brain just feels so discombobulated at this particular moment in time. I can't really quite place a clawed fingernail on it, but I think I might need a nap.
Hey, nine.
Dude,
Oric, do you think you could perhaps drape something over the very finely constructed scaffolding you've placed on this in progress wagon project so that I might catch a little bit of a private nap? My brain just feels very out of sorts right now, and I wouldn't want to draw attention to my strange appearance. You know, I haven't seen a single other kobold around, and perhaps it might not be the best. He just starts kind of strolling towards the wagon, humming.
Nine.
Yeah.
If one of
Hey.
you would be so kind, I'll just be curled up here out of sight for a little bit.
What does that asshole mean when he said bobbleated?
Could
Krennic is just
Dear
grinning from
friends.
ear to ear. Yeah.
Grimlaw is curled up under a blanket, fairly out of sight in the uncovered wagon framing that you've built, and can be heard loudly snoring with the sound of a drunkard.
Wait, what?
The sounds a drunkard
Could
would make,
you-
know.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
do me one favor and just check chat, and that is all.
He literally face planted and curled up.
I do
Or-
believe that Cherry Jubilee was quite
Wow.
Oric! Hey, Oric. What did you
Grimlaw's
mean by
intelligence just went from 9 to 19.
What did you mean by fabulous 5 when
That's
there's
a lot
only
to process in a very short
only
window
4
of
of us?
time.
Well, there's 5 of us now, Gra.
Yeah, there's
I
5
mean,
of us.
you aren't seriously going to he's not part of the 4, right?
Yeah.
Wait. No, there's 5 of us now with Grimlaw. Look,
Just because he's smart doesn't mean he's one of us.
well,
No, it's not about intelligence. He has earned our trust, and we have earned his loyalty.
listen to the bird.
Well, okay.
He's fought for us. He saved our lives.
He's also betrayed us.
He's also
Yeah.
almost died for us multiple times.
That's true, and
He's
and
also almost killed us multiple times, and now he's smart. I'm not even smart.
but you're powerful.
Yes, I am.
You can. Don't worry, Gar. You could still beat the smarts out of anybody.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Point taken.
I hope that makes Gar feel really good. You know.
Yeah. His muscles could beat the shit out of his smarts.
Don't you worry about the thing.
Grog can beat the smarts out of anything.
Good job keeping your eye on him. I still don't 100% trust him either, but let us just sit back and observe.
That's so many big words.
I almost said bonsai. Almost. It was very close.
I just want to say thank you for allowing him to join us as sentient
Yeah.
beings.
Well,
When do I become sentient?
you've
Well, for
already
300 gold, you can.
I want to become sentient.
Do you remember how we had 500 gold earlier?
I'm pretty sure Graz's idea of
don't have
sentient
that.
is climbing to the top of a mountain and claiming himself having successfully sentiented.
Yeah. I'm like a sentient.
I have sentient! Yeah.
Okay. This is fucking
Well,
awesome.
our
Thank you.
kobold is smarter than all of us now.
Yep.
Yep.
Plot
This is
twist.
Although one thing I love about it is I just love the character, the idea of someone who is so dumb but can be so smart only when using an external object.
Yeah.
But as soon as it's gone, he's dumb.
Yeah, he's
then when-
fucked.
does he
Yeah.
remember being smart at all? I'm curious. I don't know how this goes.
It's not going to be good. It's not
Should
going
be
to be
fun.
pretty.
That's fine. That's all of D&D. Our characters want to die, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we fast forward like 3 or 4 days. since
Oh,
we did all the exciting-
Yeah.
absolutely.
But
Yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
want to buy some chicken and meats
Okay.
for the
And
road.
I'm curious how Grimlaw responds with his new intelligence. If he is bossy, or does he have an attitude?
Yeah, reluctant. Is he like a teenager in adolescence right now?
Is he like just babbling nonstop because he's like, I know all the words now.
Gra and
let's
maybe
just
he
say
doesn't. Maybe
that
he needs
during
books.
your construction and finishing of the wagon, he's there. He's, very clearly, without any instruction, hidden his appearance a bit more. Although he has removed the mask you've given him and done more of like a cloth wrap and a hood situation.
he's a person.
The helmet would be perfectly fine in battle, Ulrich, but it's certainly not comfortable. I hope you don't mind. I've made a few adjustments.
I am
Oh,
not
what a
offended
pretentious
at
dick.
all. Hey, listen, if you need anything, if there's any weapons that you need constructed, or if you have ideas for traps, or like you know our plan with the ballista, right? If we run into trouble,
Well,
if you come up,
I was
yes,
thinking,
all right, yeah, go ahead.
you know, we could get this wagon in tip-top shape if you and I divided and conquered a little bit. Gra wouldn't need to know per se, but you know, his brute strength could split between the two of us in service of some of our designs. I'm happy to adhere to any blueprints you want to lay down, but you know, I can have a little bit of independence in operation here. Perhaps if I take the rear keg slash ballista,
Perfect.
whatever you want to call it, and you take the main wagon.
Absolutely. Yes, that's a great idea. You've already seen the blueprint, so I imagine you've probably memorized it. So, by all means, please continue if you find ways to add to the blueprint to make it better. That's fantastic. I would
Absolutely.
love to know
Does
any
anyone
ideas
else
I
have a god's awful migraine from last night's supper?
Yeah, but unfortunately, the only cure for it is a bit more beer. Unfortunately. So,
This is true. They call it the hair of the dog.
I don't know. I feel fine.
The ale we drank last night, where did that come from?
We made it.
Yeah, it's me and Critic's special
Oh,
recipe.
Did we really we drank all of that? Oh, no wonder I feel like shit.
What? It's good by my
Grimlaw,
standards.
out of earshot of the others, as to not hurt their feelings, whispers in your ear organ, says, "Ah, yes, it was rather awful, was it not?
I
My
believe
head
the word
is
you're
killing me."
the word you're looking for is rancid, but let's not say it out loud.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Gra whispers to Critic, "That was some of the best brew we ever made."
I loved it. I loved every drop.
It was great.
Their intentions were true. Perhaps they'll refine the recipe a bit more.
I
Tasted like
I believe
suckling
that's
from
the
my mother's
intention.
teat.
We've got like
It was amazing.
40 days or something, so hopefully they'll refine it a bit.
We don't want to hurt their feelings, right?
No, but constructive criticism goes a long way. Just remember
Okay.
you
Oh,
have
Critic,
to
had
compliment
notes,
sandwich.
notes of
Compliment,
apples,
critique,
notes of
compliment.
notes
then
of
we're all good.
apricot.
So the critique is
Yeah,
the center of the
every bit of
sandwich,
it.
and
Absolutely.
and the bread is maybe the more distasteful part.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You've
yeah,
already got the hang of it.
Makes sense. It makes sense. All right, let's get on with the wagoning, and we could really get on the road here. And
Those
Yeah.
little tiny berries
So-
we found on the side of the road.
So to help flesh out the intellect thing, he
Mhm.
doesn't just know stuff that he doesn't know before. So there can still be a lot of like teachable moments, but I just assume
yeah.
that he like
Yeah, yeah.
absorbs it.
you can imagine that right now, without revealing my hand too much, that he kind of like memories from childhood when you were like a legit child, like adolescence almost, things that maybe alter or skew or change, you know, in your adulthood, how you remember things differently. His past life is probably a lot like that, like where there's blips of memories that he tries to maybe analyze and understand with a bit more life experience.
Sure.
But you can tell from him and yourself that it's not really a hangover, right? Like his brain is in excruciating pain right now, going through some of these changes that are happening. You know, neural
Okay.
networks are being rewired inside of his skull. Pathways that potentially were never meant to exist.
Gra kneels down beside Grimlaw. Puts his hand on his shoulder again. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Is it to Grimlock?
Yeah, to Grimlaw.
Oh, Gra, it's going fantastic, and your
Check Discord.
your beautiful beautiful muscles have been invaluable in this construction project. I don't know how we would be anywhere without your fantastic service.
Hey,
You know, one day, I imagine it would be a fantastic voyage to return with you to these Sunset Mountains you so gladly speak of, to learn of these many invaluable lessons you've been imparting to me in our journeys together thus far. You know, potentially you and I could get together and
Hey!
maybe even
Hey!
record these things in some
You're-
sort of memoirs.
I don't
I would
understand
be a shadow writer.
but
in
you're
this
talking. I don't
scenario,
understand you.
know.
I don't understand. You're talking a lot, and
he just sort of taps you on the shoulder now, or like
Hey.
puts his arm on your shoulder and says, "Oh, fear not, Gra. We can explain it in time. I believe we've got about 39 and a half days on the road together.
Look,
Maybe we could go
I
over
got
the
something
finer
special.
points."
Grimlaw, I got something special to talk to you about. First of all, I don't understand you at all. I don't a single goddamn word you were talking about. I don't understand it at all. Secondly, I don't want to tell these other guys, but today was the day my mother spat me out from her womb. This is my cake day today.
This is
What?
Our, this is
Wait,
No,
does he
shh.
only tell
No,
Grimlock?
yeah, to Grimlaw. Shh, Grimlaw, shh, quiet.
Grimlaw, respecting your request for privacy, leans in a little bit. Now bearing his new beautiful headband.
Look, I don't know if you understand this or not. I don't know if you're smart enough to contemplate what this means, but I was named after my mother, the woman who spat me out onto this planet, onto this earth. I want you to celebrate with me.
This on your day of birth, in the honor of your mother, Gra the First.
No, no,
I would gladly.
I'm Gra the First. Jesus Christ. Just here, just have some of this. And I pass him some greenest weed. It's rolled up real tight into a big, fat, finger-sized blunt. I give it to him.
Hey, tell them.
I like
I smell it and I join them. I jump up there and say, hey, what's you guys doing up here?
It does smell quite interesting. Perhaps I should try this. And he kind of just takes it up in a very sort of refined sort of way that seems to be natural.
No, you hold it this way, and you hold it, like, I readjust his fingers. Yeah, no, that's the way you do it.
How does it go?
Cat, help him.
I help place his claws.
He kind of
around
almost
it.
falls into like a moment of a relapse, and kind of like holds it a bit like with both of his clawed hands and like.
Oh, God.
Just keep practicing, you'll get it.
Put it in your mouth, you dummy.
He kind of coughs. He's like, this makes my mind feel interesting.
It's like the day you were born.
It's
Right?
like all of these old thoughts are floating to the surface of my mind.
Yeah, like the day you were first pumped out onto the planet, right? Like those thoughts.
Yeah, parts of my brain just almost floating
Careful.
around.
Careful, Grimlad. You don't want to smoke too much. You might see the man Tom Haverford.
Tom
Haverford.
I heard that name and I just come running over. Who's talking about Tom Haverford?
Oh, Critic,
Oh,
maybe
goodness,
you should
please.
have some of this.
Yes, pass.
He blows out like a big, like, like that kind of cough where you know you're gonna be really high. The cough that just ricochets off the back of your brain.
Oh, that's a Tom Haverford.
Oh, Tom
they call it.
Haverford. You know, it occurs to me that we left poor Groin there for dead on the road, but had we perhaps acted with a bit of thought
No,
before fleeing
you
the
can't
scene-
think about that. No. He's dead. He's
Ah.
dead now.
Is the word pragmatic? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's too late to do anything about it now, but perhaps we could have saved him.
Grimlaw, you can't think about life like that.
You know, when we came across Groin, we were in these caverns, and there were many other of the drakes in there.
Yes, this is true.
It's
Yeah,
We freed them. Do you not remember that?
such a missed opportunity, you know. Perhaps Perhaps with that entire vault of meat, or some of the rangers outside who had endless stockpiles of fresh meat, we could have really trained or used such food-motivated creatures to our advantage in that situation.
Grimlock, when we first met you, we thought the same. And then we trained you up to be our friend.
Trained me up.
We selected you.
Hey, wait. What are you guys doing?
We're smoking greenest weed. Come here, Oink. Oink, we're all high as fuck.
And 9 have convinced me that we should take a break, you know, and before we hit the road,
But
you know, they
listen.
handed me this.
Grimlock, you
All right, I'm gonna tell
haven't
everyone it's my
done-
name day.
oh, well,
It's my name day.
Really?
Yeah.
Gra, you're serious?
Yeah. You know what? You know why my name's
share-
Gra, right?
Why?
My mother. It was the first
Grimlock,
word she
give me
yelled
that.
as I was
Grimlock,
spat out
give
into
it-
the world.
Can
She
I
named
take
me
it
after
to
her.
you?
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm named
that's
Gra because she yelled Gra!
Gra didn't want me to tell anyone, but I thought it polite to partake.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing you both have the same birthday.
What?
You and Grimla.
Oh, Grimla.
Wait,
Well,
This
it's
is
true.
I-
Oh, it's
Grimla's
true.
first day
Oh, as an
With us.
ascended.
as an
ascended
ascended
today.
being.
in many ways, this is a day of birth for me.
You
We're
share
comrades.
the same birthday. You are comrades.
If it's quite alright with all of you, and especially you, Gra, for me to share such a day, perhaps we could consider this my day of birth.
Well, you know what is customary
My birth-
among.
As a dragon knight, and he does like a very regal, proper bow at this point.
Yeah.
You know what is
Let's start
customary
coughing a little bit. Oh, that shit is a little strange.
among my people. We get a tattoo on this day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I look to 9. You better get your kit ready.
Yeah. And then Gra he rolls up his sleeves and
You
he
should get
produces-
matching tattoos.
Yes, he extends his forearm, and it's a big old piece of meat. It's barren of tattoo.
I got all my tattoo stuff out and ready, and it's gonna
Oh.
be.
Okay.
Do you guys
I hope
want
that
some
wasn't
of these
against the
tattoos?
tattoo.
Grimla looks at you very ponderously, and he says, Normally, I would be uninclined to mar my skin in such a way, but considering the day and the implications of such an offer from you, Gra, I kindly accept. And he kind of gestures towards 9 and says, however, I would request, 9, that we wait until you're a bit more sober, unless some
No,
some of
that's
the-
insulting. No, you gotta do it when you've had the mead flowing through your veins.
That's
You have to
actually
be-
part of the tradition.
It's part of the tradition. You have to be intoxicated.
We've done it so far. You remember?
Look at this beauty, and Gra shows one of the really fucked up tattoos that's got.
Hold on, I have one.
Girl starts stripping.
Hey, no, grow.
Remember this when I survived
Gra,
death.
Gra.
What? Yeah.
Listen. I know you're having a great time. Happy Names Day. But if you
Thank you.
start pulling that off,
Huh?
we're gonna have problems. Remember, the entire cultists are looking for
Oh
us.
shit! I look around. Are there people who can see us
It's
from here?
it's dark,
Put-
right? It's dark
Put
out.
your fucking shirt back
Yeah,
on.
I imagine.
Remember this one, Gra? I mean, Grimlaw.
I get rolled like a 3 on that one.
Remember? Hey, we should celebrate today by honoring Groin and getting a re-tattoo of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You almost bit my dick off.
So your proposal is a tattoo of groin for one for each of us?
Yeah, and like it spreads over. We'll put our arms
I was
out.
thinking it's the same thing.
You get one half on your arm, and I'll get the other half on my arm.
Who gets the bottom half?
What if we did a divide down the spine so that when we put the two halves together, one is the left side, the other the right?
Is it?
I like that. I like it. I like it.
Is it a design you're looking for? Or what does it look? What?
You know, like almost like a top-down view.
Like hot dog
Describing
style.
Describing like a top-down view.
Yeah, like
Oh.
this.
But what's the
Of
tattoo
groin.
of? Is
Of
it a
groin.
picture?
of groin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
May I suggest? Groin, you could get one of
Yeah, Peter,
groin. I see. I was thinking Grimlaw. Gotcha. Yes, in memory of groin.
This
Yes.
thing, like with a stylized top-down view. He kind of like he's pondering for it, and he just
I tell you what.
smiles a little bit and says, "I would be honored, Gra." And he holds out his right forearm.
Wow.
All right. Let me get my set.
Roll it. Roll it.
Okay. What is this? A performance? What is this?
It's a sleight of hand for you.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah, it's,
That makes sense.
Mechanical.
Who would like to go first?
Gra,
do it-
the choice is yours.
What are we
Perhaps-
doing?
What if we held our forearms together? And
That's what I was thinking.
Do it all at the same time.
At the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I stick out my finger because it's so big.
I take
Everyone's
a
forearms.
huge swig of alcohol and I say, "Fuck to groin," and then
He
The groin.
The groin.
Grimlaw reaches for the thing you just swigged, as if like he wants to have the swig as well.
Ah, that a boy, and I just hit him on the back.
Or it goes back to
Hey.
He swigs it back and says, "For groin." And
Fuck
for
groin.
our name day.
Yeah.
Hip hip hooray.
And
we all-
nine begins executing what can only be described as a fucking badass tattoo, like a stylized, sort of graphic thing of a very, very identifiable top-down view of a quadrupedal dragon dog, aka groin or a drake.
with his very unique, he had like one missing scale. I always remember,
and
and I
like
left
one
that in there.
big fucking massive snaggletooth tusk
Yeah.
kind of coming out. Yeah,
And he
and-
smiled like only groin could.
And like you've done it in such a way that like some of the scales almost make Grimlaw's arm look like he's got like bits of dragon scales where the tattoo are.
It's like
Uh,
Drax.
Yeah. And yeah, it's pretty fucking badass. And as you finish, Grimlaw looks down on it and then pulls it away and separates and says, "Groin may be separated from us just as our forearms are at this time, but he will live on in our hearts." Oh my god. That is awesome. Yes, as he takes his face cover off in the privacy of your camp, he totally has like a turtleneck scarf style fucking cloth draped
And a
around.
Mascot.
A monocle.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Pan over to Gra, and he's just passed out. He's sleeping.
That was amazing. All right. Turn in for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Fast
Hit it,
forward to
Fantastic Five.
Oh, Fantastic Five.
Yeah, we got the tattoo.
I like Fantastic Five. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic Five's great.
And then we could be called Groin's Group.
Oh. Yo.
GG bitches.
The groin screw.
Okay.
Groin. We can yell groin every time we fucking do something.
For groin!
For groin.
Groins group. I
We're
love
just a
it.
dog.
And we just leave it. Well, our calling card is like a GG.
He was a dog that got ran over by a cart.
Yeah.
Never forget
For groin.
that the dragon cultist did that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
on 2 wheels.
Like a fucking murder sled.
Yeah.
Um,
God damn that murder sled.
So, we can quite easily segue into early dawn on the alleged morning of departure. Your supplies have been delivered to you at this point.
Alright.
Do you want me to Here, let me add the oil. You can just write in the platinum rings, David.
Yep.
What
Make sure you add one too.
oh, you're just gonna. I didn't know if you
I-
wanted to be the keeper of the ring.
No, I give it to him and
Okay.
draw. Put this ring on your finger.
Like this?
Yeah, and keep it there. Do not
Slide it
take it
on the.
off.
Hey, will you put it on my finger for me?
I'm not
I
touching your
extend.
finger. I
Finger
am.
out.
Listen, I'm not touching your dirty ass finger.
It's still got boogers and beer on it from the night before.
I don't know what you did with that.
Yeah, you don't. And I put the ring on.
Okay, cool.
It slides on with like a.
I also, while maintaining eye contact, put the ring on.
Okay.
This feels kind of funny. What's it do?
Well, you'll find out when it's time.
This better not impede my bedtime practices.
Oh, the exact opposite. It will
I like it.
be. Oh, wait. Oh no, it's not that kind of ring.
Cause I manhandle my fingers at night, if you know what I mean.
Oh god, we need
Yeah,
to put, one for you
put
inside
them
the
around a
caravan.
big old sausage from the mountains. A mountain sausage.
I'm concerned.
Wrong sender there, Orc, but you get the idea.
We have a big keg on wheels, right? Like as in depicted from the picture.
Yeah.
Well, I imagined the main cabin was a bit more like the original Potent Potables on wheels, and then the actual cart part, or the trailer part was like a smaller wagon, that was like the keg on wheels portion. Am I wrong there?
We have like a big cart in the back that's got like a giant keg on it,
Yeah.
and then we have like a front cart that's got our living quarters and our supplies and stuff.
Oh,
Which was more like a. Like
I
this
interpreted
thing,
it
right?
backwards.
Oh, sorry.
Like
Yeah,
this.
well, the big cart has the ballast in
Like
it, right?
this part was more like normal.
The
but
beer
then
keg, right?
This part was more like the beer keg on
Beer
wheels.
keg with the
Oh.
ballast.
Oh, which way's the front? Sorry, looking at this.
I thought the.
I
Big
thought away
thing-
from us was the front.
I thought the. Well, I
You guys see
think
the picture I photoshopped?
I thought
No.
this
Mhm,
was.
mhm.
No,
maybe
can you
I'm
say that?
wrong. I don't know.
Red ring
It's
is
on
the
the
front.
it's on the Discord chat.
Red,
up
red
above
ring
it.
is
Red
the
ring
front.
the front, right? That's where all
Yeah.
the
Sorry,
pack
that's fine.
animals would go.
Yeah, it's pulling because you can see like the.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Look at my thing.
Something
Is my
along
thing
those
even
lines.
close?
Something
The-
to be one-to-one.
The difference is that there's like a place to sit.
Yeah,
for the
yeah, that's right.
driver.
What Kyle put, sorry, what Graw wrote earlier, giant keg up front, and then behind it, we're towing behind, our living
Is the
quarters.
is the
I
gi-
mixed up the front and the back.
No, hold on. You got it mixed up. Behind us, the back cart is where we have the ballista with the giant keg.
Oh, interesting.
Back.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought like
Okay,
the
we can do
main-
that. It's fine.
The
Yeah.
main cart is for transporting us, and Graw has the hat of disguise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure that also with the health potions. I think we walked away with what, 3, 4, 5. So we paid for
Yep.
3, got 2 for free. I want to make sure everybody has one.
Okay, I will
So
add.
divvy them
I
out.
can easily move inventory ring flare, and I just moved the hat to Gra. Grimlaw's got the headband. Why don't we do
Even-
a final inventory check? Make sure everyone
Yeah.
is holding the things that they should be holding,
Yeah.
because that could be important at
Yeah.
times.
So yeah, I pass them out so that everybody has one of them.
Okay. So you're giving a potion per person.
Including Grimlaw.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I already have a potion, Fiddy. So if you add
Take
mine,
another one. I don't
Okay.
care. It's like blanket. I'm just passing them out.
That's
Get your
fine.
potions. These are one for everybody.
I do not have a potion.
just I can add. Oh, okay, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I did. I'm gonna pass a potion of fire breath back to 9.
Whoa.
Thank you, Grant.
Return.
This would be great for a performance. I mean, I guess we could use it for battle too, but think how much it would be a crowd pleaser. And then I put my hands on my hip as my cape bellows in the wind.
Okay.
Alright, so
Um,
you removed it and gave it to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
it. Oh, you got it. Thanks.
Yeah. And so, Okay, 9. You're left with a single potion of healing, and now 2 other potions in your inventory. One from Gra, one you already had.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then the last thing I want to check is the new item I purchased.
Uh-huh.
The fucka chalada.
Fuck Lucian loot?
Fuck Lucian loot, yeah. It has new actions. Is that right?
Yeah. I'll make a thing on your character sheet for that before
Okay.
next week. But basically,
Okay.
as far as I understand it, and I'm pretty sure I do after reading it a few times now, and I'll just go ahead and assume that you still have that business card. This thing is now attuned to you, given your time
Ooh.
with it. And as an action, you can play the instrument and cast one of its spells. It can only be used to cast that spell again on the next dawn. And it uses the same spellcasting ability and DCs, which I'll add in there. I believe it also allows you, if the spell that it casts is available to your class, which is like, for example, fly is not. And there's a fucking fly spell in there. Like, it doesn't say bard. So,
Gotcha.
let me see. Now, invisibility, on the other hand. So even if you don't know the spell, like it's not one of your bard spells, but if you have a spell slot available, you can not only cast it using your instrument from its once a day thing, but you can cast that spell as if you know it if you're willing to spend a spell slot for it.
Okay.
Shit. Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna double, triple check that.
Okay, yeah.
Which spells does he have?
Oh, if he's willing to
'Cause-
share, I'll share it.
Yeah.
I was looking at the.
He got the fuck Lucan loot. Fuck a Lucan.
The fucker loot.
Holy shit.
I know. But like Philly said, like I can't use fly. You
Wait,
know.
well, no,
No,
you can.
you can.
Once a day.
Oh.
And
You can't cast it
cast-
using your own spell slots as a bard.
Gotcha.
The instrument itself can cast
Allows for
fly
that.
once per day.
Holy shit.
That's
We've-
amazing.
Yep.
You can come with me on scouting missions.
Right? You can fly with him. Come fly with me.
Fly!
You dare close your eyes.
Oh shit.
Dude, you got a lucky
fly with
fucking roll. That should be like
Look at that, you got Shillelagh.
rare, legendary.
Shillelagh.
item.
Shillelagh!
This one's an uncommon.
I know. Like the value that I see in this is fucking amazing.
It's a pretty interesting item.
What even is that first word? Folklaken Bandor?
Mm-hmm.
Folklaken?
It's a Folklaken.
Okay. Everyone done swapping shit?
We're
Aye.
all making out.
Alright. With pretty resounding success, considering your apprentice is now very effective, you were able to execute the wagon design of your dreams quite easily, Auric. And in fact, you almost feel inspired in the sense that if Grimlaw is your apprentice, things that may have had you might have pegged as requiring a certain number of bid days of significant amount, you feel like you could probably reduce those quite a bit considering his newfound
Like-
intellect.
By 3/4?
We'll talk
It's
about
almost like the other way, where you're his apprentice now.
We'll all marinate on that for next week and maybe come to a consensus offline.
You're the bitch now, bitch.
Out in a non-game night scenario. So it's a pretty good segue point, I believe, to say that and this is sort of last call for anything you want to do before this caravan actually begins moving out. But if there is nothing, then Akin Celaban will be sending his regards your way and immediately sending a message to El Turul that his debt is now fulfilled. and to kindly fuck off.
I don't know about that one.
I feel like we should
Yeah.
send a message ourselves that say he's not entirely off the hook.
Yeah, I don't
Send whatever you
think
want.
I don't
He-
think
he
we
implied that he will be sending communication to Anthar that he did everything that you all asked and made sure that you were taken care of. And
we did not
is
spend
true.
that much money. We did not spend that
is
much
true.
money.
That is true. All the things that we bought were
he
our own.
We
He's-
paid our way.
as you describe your take on his debts, he smiles kindly at your math skills, Gra, and again
I'm counting up to
wishes you
4 on my
a
fingers.
safe journey on your expedition, and reminds you all that well in advance, people that he believes were likely agents working for the cult had secured numerous wagons for this caravan, and to kindly watch yourselves.
Yeah.
Camera pans over to Grimlaw, who's taking notes on ledgers. He knows math and English.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy is taking advantage of us guys.
And while we start, I'm gonna start teaching Grimlaw Dwarvish.
Oh, he picks it up in a day.
He doesn't pick it up in a day, but you're pretty
we go.
shocked at how much he seems to be grasping the concepts.
Perfect.
It's like,
Brock tries to
like,
teach
it
him
is.
the rules.
Is it perfect?
Yeah.
Brock tries to teach him the rules.
Oh. As you
Yeah.
do so, he kind of smiles knowingly, as almost as if you're accepting his offer to shadow write a book about your rules and your journeys.
Shadow, right? I love it.
I don't know what those words mean, but as
I-
long as you understand the rules, I'm okay with it.
Your rules are very intriguing, Gran. We should continue to develop them as you share them with us.
No, we do not develop the rules. They are already written. Did I teach you nothing?
Even more intriguing. He's kind of like tapping his.
The rules are written, young Grimlaw.
Well, then I hope to hear more of them as you deem the reveal to be fit for us.
And so I will teach you, my ignorant friend.
He nods and listens to you cite at least 1 or 2 rules before kindly leaving you to your ramblings. Okay. Last call for Sings.
Good.
It's on the road.
All right.
Oh, maybe try to find some scrap metal, but if not, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have some in my bag.
I don't have any gold, so I'm literally finding scrap metal.
Yeah,
I've got 50 gold worth of scrap metal in my bag here.
You like take it out of the wheels.
And I want a lot more because I
Oh.
can use up to 100 gold worth of scrap metal in one day for an item.
Oh,
And
nice.
unless you had any opposition to it, Grimlaw, after finishing the trailer portion, and you were wrapping up the very fine construction on the main cabin, he suggested basically building a loft and ladder system for the height of the upper thing, so you would all have comfortable sleeping quarters and various nooks and crannies to stash things, and have your own little bits of space
Nice.
on the long road ahead, so that you might have, like, you know, more of like a first floor above the door there, a very tall second floor loft with a ladder access, and a decent sized roof above that with a moonlight above.
Holy shit, a moonroof!
Oh! Graw's excited. He knows what that is.
One that's
I love it.
an open and closed, almost hatch situation, so that, you know, people like Nine or Quinnick could perch up above and do lookouts
And
and
shoot
things
at
like
people
that.
from there.
Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, sure.
Doing it.
Yes. This is perfect. On the road.
All right.
Let's go!
And with that, what place in the very, very long, winding road of wagons would you all be aiming to be a part of?
Middle.
I think we should go last.
No, I don't think we
dead
should.
last. Then. Well,
I think we should go dead last.
I think. Well, I think, and we can put it up to a vote. but I think we should be in the middle, just in case our quarry that we're chasing veers off or breaks away from
I
the
agree.
caravan. We need to be able to know that they do that.
We should have an eye, at the very least, on who we're following.
If
mean-
we have,
We could be back quite a bit from where they're at. We should have an eye on them.
Rod reaches back into battle tactics. He thinks about if we're in the middle, then 50% of our foes are in front, and 50% of our foes are behind.
That
As
is a
it,
good
as
point.
it stands now, I mean, none of you, as far as I know, were doing any kind of like espionage, reconnaissance work. So there are, I would say, about 30% of the vehicles in this caravan are what you would call very, very well guarded, and in the formation of like clearly numerous wagons together in a group.
Convoys.
Yeah,
Wait.
and all of those are very covered. Yeah?
And we're going solo.
Have we left yet?
No?
Okay, I have an idea. I've heard of a spell that can locate objects.
Oh.
Can we maybe get a scroll of that? That way we can locate Resmir's wagon.
So,
It
you
is 6 a.m. on the morning of departure. You could try your
Oh,
luck at,
sure.
Fly back maybe really fast. I don't know.
You've got
Oric,
about
what do you
2
think?
hours before
Um,
everyone leaves.
Do you know spells? Is this
How much
what I
gold do
think?
we have?
Oh, I
check
can't
the
click on
chat.
that.
Now that
God
being,
damn it.
I'll share it. Sorry. Now that being said,
You can find his
Oh,
sword.
it's only 1,000
you-
feet.
it's
Is that gonna be
very
enough?
it's very fair to say that a caravan moves
No.
quite a bit slower than someone like fucking hauling ass.
Yeah.
So,
No, this is only within 1,000 feet. This
But
won't
you can
work.
fly overhead and find it real easy.
That's true. I just worry like if it's miles away, and say we lose it, we should be able to have a way
And
to
then
find
you
it.
lose it, lose it.
I want to lose it, lose it.
Never mind. Bad plan. Bad plan. That's fine. Grod does make a good point about 50% to enemies ahead and behind, though. If we get found out, we have nowhere to run if we are in the middle.
Yes, I call that being surrounded, I think.
And I feel sorry for the poor bastards that surround us.
I will.
Oh, I like your thoughts on this one, Oric.
I like it too.
I do too, but I don't think that just because Grimla is now a genius means we are going to survive this.
Grimlaw, what do you
say
think?
General assessment.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Grimlaw, what do you think?
Oh, that's fair. Grimlaw is like looking
Be the
around,
tiebreaker.
At all of the caravans, and he
Smart
says,
as fuck.
"None of these guards that I've spotted look any less skilled than any of us, and there are quite a lot of them.
Only a little.
Being in
So-
the middle would certainly allow us to blend in. Being at the forefront or the rear would certainly allow us to not be caught in any sort of jam on the road if things were to slow down or stop. It's quite a predicament."
Listen, if we get stuck, like if something happens in the middle of the convoy is like hit by enemies or something, and we're at the back, anybody who's in the front, which I guarantee will probably be the cultists, so they can get to their destination very quickly,
Let's say this,
will be
Ulrich.
stopped.
We're not going anywhere fast with a fucking wagon and a trailer hitched to it.
Agreed.
If flight is our concern, perhaps we should leave nothing of true value in the wagon, and our placement really doesn't matter at all.
Of course. Yes.
Also-
but we have
Rod
40
looks
days.
over
That's it.
at Krennic. He's like, I thought we put the fucking crown on him. I thought he was smart now.
He is. He makes a good point.
Oh,
I agree. We will keep valuable items on ourselves. We will not store anything of value on our caravan, and I still say we go to the middle.
Okay, one more argument for the back. We have our ballast pointed forward.
yes we do.
Yeah, but it's a 360 swivel.
Oh, that's right. We could be anywhere. It doesn't matter. Let's start in the middle.
Do we not have a bag that holds many things? He looks at Koenig.
Yeah, we do indeed.
I believe I've heard someone use the phrase a go bag ready at all times. You know, maybe
Yes.
we just need a special word, and then we know that it's time to abandon the caravan should things get interesting.
Like a safe word.
Yes.
We're very keen on safe words lately.
Oh.
You would
let's...
abandon all this beer, Krennic.
No, I mean, not intentionally, but if we are attacked.
Look
and,
how
and-
much we
and it was
have.
our lives.
Look how much.
It cost you 10 gold. I think more.
10 gold investment. But
It is
how
an
much is
investment.
it worth when we get off? 100 gold?
Gra was like giving people 10 gold tips in El Turo for just like
1,000 gold?
It takes 39 days to brew this beer that we're about to brew on this
39
voyage.
and a half. Have you
Voyage
learned nothing?
brewed beer. Yeah, no. Let's start in the middle, and then yes, we can come up with a safe word along the way if we need to abandon ship. But that's fine.
Grimlaw looks over at the road heading north and says, the queue is starting to form pretty quickly here. Perhaps
Yeah,
we
let's
should
go.
go stake a spot and just go for something.
Yeah, agreed. We can always move backwards. We should get in place now,
Yeah.
and then we can
as
decide.
the light
Alright.
of Lathendir starts shining down on the grass and road ahead of you all.
It's almost like
very,
Oric can hear a voice.
It's very much true that
Laughing
people
deer.
are like, this is like the morning of departure, like a large fucking queue is forming on the road, and you know, true to your concerns, with all of the, it would genuinely be like the fucking 405, like with a traffic jam if something were to stop vehicles here. Like this would just become a cluster. So position could be
Yeah.
of interest.
Okay.
All right,
Towards
let's go
the
now.
front.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Towards
Yep.
the front, but in the middle.
the middle.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean,
Like-
we'll aim for the front, but we may not. We'll probably get in the middle if we aim for the front. Is the goal.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say
So
you're within
25%.
you're
behind
within the
us.
front 20% of the vehicles, but definitely not like the front.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
If a line goes from like 0% to 100%, you're around
Yeah.
the 20% mark in that
That's fine.
formation. Okay.
That's
Start
perfect.
here.
All right. Your wagon rolls up.
Oh
You've
my
got
God.
you've got
Totally
two
wanted the
very
back.
two very strong, large horses drawing it, and you know,
shit.
there's some nods from your fellow travelers.
Hmm.
Where
I help.
is everyone? Who's driving
I help with the animals.
cart?
Yeah, I help with the animals driving.
Okay.
do
Is,
too.
is anyone else
I would
really
do
good
those
with
as well.
animals?
I am very good with that.
Oh, you should
Yeah.
be doing this then.
9 is.
Grimlaw's
Jump up here with me.
a specialist.
Oh shit! Really?
handling
Grimlaw's a
animals.
specialist?
It's part of his.
And he's smart as fuck.
It's part of his class.
Grimlaw, you're.
Oh well,
this is
but his,
a
his,
job made for you.
his wisdom's not great, which it kind of leans on a bit. But
It's okay. It's
yeah.
But it's intelligence, though.
Well, yes, I do enjoy mounted combat training. I feel it's very pertinent for someone who aspires to be a dragon knight. You know, but my appearance and disguise, not the greatest. I think I'll mostly keep to the loft, if that's fine.
okay. Fair enough. But if I am
Orc
doing anything
and I
wrong,
can discuss improvements to some of our future project plans.
sure.
I like it.
If you see me do anything wrong, though, please give me notes.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got 9 and Krennic driving
Yep.
the cart. There's nods from some of the fellow travelers.
Oh,
People are coming in.
Hood's down,
Yeah.
just so people can't identify me as an owl.
Okay. Are you greeting people? What's your composure here? What's your
just-
angle? What's your theme?
We're
Doing
cold.
this by myself, and if anyone like, hey, I'm just like, kind of.
We're cold
Okay.
Yeah.
in
just
our
cold.
approach.
All right. And then Gra, you are inside.
I'm hidden
Yes.
away.
Okay.
And
You
I've got
also-
my
Spacious.
my hat of transmorphicization, right?
Yeah. I'm good with like calling that wagon
Oh,
to
that's
scale too. You know, you see that guy standing next to it, like it's
Shit, yeah.
Massive.
That's
I
pretty
love that
fucking
it's
big.
2-story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That thing's like
Um,
4 stories. Shit.
Yeah. Well, it's 2 stories, but with fucking cathedral ceilings.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Just imagine the Cat of Disguise looks like the Mad Hatter hat.
Oh, it probably could look like whatever the fuck you want, considering it's a hat of disguise.
And then it turns into whatever.
Yeah.
I
Oh boy.
when Gra decides
When
to
it's not active.
reveal himself, he reveals himself as 3 dwarves stacked on top of each other.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all.
What? It's the same shape and size.
Okay, we'll talk about it, maybe.
That's hilarious.
I want to be a bunch of little people all put together.
Not
Alright.
attract attention.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the light of Lathandir warms your face as a cool breeze blows over the road. You can hear some of the other travelers mumble about how the first leg of the journey is the worst of it, considering that you have to pass through the fields of the dead. They whisper. And there's some sort of like ominous tone in some of the travelers' voices.
Oh my god.
And we will begin next time as I was gonna say the rubber hits the road. Maybe it's the wood wheels spin
The
along
iron
on the road.
hits.
I
Feels-
can't believe.
Oh
is this,
yeah, there we go.
Is this our first full shopping episode? 'Cause
God damn it! Was it?
I had a great time, but
Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot more fun and interesting than I ever thought it would be.
Yeah.
And none of those things I had anticipated. So thanks D&D.
Cats are really attractive, apparently. In the D&D world.
Poor cats.
No, what the hell?
They're just sex
Everyone
objects.
loves to pet that pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, cat! It's cat.
Objectified.
Tabaxi.
He's not a cat. He's a
No puss.
tabaxi.
I'm
Yeah, we
afraid of that
will,
pussy.
next time we'll very much begin the 40 days and 40 nights on the road montage.
And you thought this wasn't going to be fun. You just
I-
wait till next episode.
I am so excited about the traveling. I don't know why. I'm so
I know.
excited.
Well, I
I'm-
mean, you know
I'm
we're
like,
going to fuck
oh,
it up. There's no way we're not going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun traveling.
Oh.
You're
Yeah.
fucking
Road trip.
I think that's it. I think it's the road trip mentality.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I
Fields
hope,
of
I
Dead.
hope you've got a good stereo and some music.
Oh yeah, we do.
For the haul. 2 packs of cigarettes.
Nine's tuning all 500 strings on his new instrument.
I'm so
No.
excited to play that thing.
God. I just love this idea that, like, Grimlaw's super fucking intelligent. It's amazing.
He is going to kill us, dudes. Like,
He's gonna
fucked up.
multi-class into, like, sorcerer or something.
Yep.
I
Warlock.
already love the way he's giving you shit, Orc. He's already
Yeah.
difficult for you to handle.
I love it. I love it. Are you kidding? Because as soon as you take that thing off, he is dumb as rocks.
God.
But he will
what if he
remember it now.
knows?
he could get it knocked off of his head and he's just going to regress into a retarded
Yeah.
dragon.
Would he? But would he even know, or would he be like, just go along his day, and just being back to being stupid and not?
He'd be stupid, and then he puts it back on. And he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you guys mistreated me." Like it's only it's gonna get bad.
If you take it off of him, you cannot put it back on him again. It can't be
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
on and off again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or it will create something in him. I
If
think.
he gets hit around
You're-
too,
I
like
think
it's
you're
gonna pop
absolutely
off.
right. But
It's
you
gonna
know
pop
what?
off.
Even if he gets devious,
You should
I
call
think
me Snowball now.
Where are my testicles, Summer?
Fluffer is my slave name.
if he gets devious, I think it'll just be fun. I
Yeah.
think
So
it'll be
too.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Until I put him down, I will
Like,
fucking
and can
crush
you
him.
imagine in the middle of a boss fight when, like, he gets fucking commanded to take his fucking helmet and his thing off?
Oh my
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Who knows what'll happen there?
I'm
Very cool.
gonna. Yeah, maybe I should find a way to fasten it on there, but that could backfire.
Well, it's a magical piece of equipment. I think it's safe to say that based on how they size and they're on there. pretty
Yeah.
good.
So it can't shake off or anything.
No.
but someone could do like heat metal on it, and then
Yeah.
it might rip it off.
That's the thing.
Oy.
I love heat metal. Best.
Shit. Oh my god, what have we done?
I love it. I think it's great. Good
Yeah.
call.
I just know Krennic's super happy about it. 'Cause
Like-
he's like,
like-
ascended beings. I'm gonna teach him how to be a monk, and he's like, nah, fuck all that.
This is like plot twist, unexpected plot twist, and I love it. It's so great. I love D&D.
It's like this is all from a character who was like literally just supposed to like fucking lead you into a trap and
You were taking a
Episode
piss when you
1.
invented him.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking, did we make a DM NPC? Isn't that like frowned upon by like every DM ever?
We did do that.
Like all of
Yeah, but
society.
aren't you having?
like,
But you're
don't
having
do
fun with
that.
them too, right, Finny?
Oh no, I love Grimlaw. Yeah, yeah.
Grimlaw's the best.
not
and
Groin.
Grimlaw's
Well, no, he's
now more
dead.
than ever, nothing what I had anticipated him to be, which is supposed to be a fucking garbage kobold. Yeah, no, he's great. I don't know. I don't really care what's fucking taboo or not in
Yeah.
the realms of D&D chat rooms, but I think
You've seen how
Grimlaw's
much
great.
we've taken a liking to Grimlaw.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
I
I
broke
think
his
it's great.
wing.
I thought I was really sad. I thought he was gonna die last time.
I know.
There was
Really?
a couple episodes
He
where
rolled
I
his
thought we were gonna
dexterity
die.
save during that wagon moment, and
Oh.
didn't
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah.
Oric would have saved him. Actually, I may have been tapped on spells, but I had health potions. I may have been able to do it, but we probably would have gotten caught.
Oh god. I love it.
Alright.
Love it.
A life debt. Maybe
Yeah.
that would be what would keep.
He's
him
like
in
your
place.
Yeah,
Chewbacca
he's like
now.
Your Wookiee, man.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
No, he's like the Mexican guy.
What?
Like the guy who's
Oh.
like with Lando.
With Lando?
Yeah, like in Return of the Jedi, Lando's riding in. Yeah, you know what I'm talking. He's like,
yeah,
ha ha ha.
Oh, the fish face thing?
Yeah.
That's a Mexican?
No, he's the racist Mexican character.
Is he really?
He does
Yeah!
that.
What is this?
Yeah, he is.
I don't remember that.
It is kind
His,
of.
What is this?
His fish thing is a
Lincoln
a
image.
Sancho mustache.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Wait, you keep saying that, but what is this from? What are we
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
need an
From
image.
Return
Star
of the
Wars,
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
You brought it
Oh.
up, Kyle. It's on you to link an image now.
All right, hold on. I got this. I got this. I got this. Return of the
I'm
Jedi.
gonna kill
Racist.
me thing.
Mexican
Oh my god.